because we as a society are so used to men being the one with the money, being the one paying for things, taking care of, big bills, doing all that. So it's like when they don't have it and you're the breadwinner, it's like, all right, well, you can't tell me what to do. I'm paying the bills. I got you. I have my own money and I gotta help you out as well. So it's like, don't be asking me where I'm going. Don't tell me what to do. Like,
take the garbage out. Shut up.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a form of abuse, right?
It is.
Abuso.
So we spoke. Bobby and I spoke earlier, and I mentioned, and this is it was just a general topic, right? So, and I want to ask you, Rico, if you're dating and you're in a financial position to get your girl an apartment. And are you letting the lease be under her name, or are you? So you're gonna control the lease. And Bobby, you said,
am I letting control?
If you, so are you? I don't know if you're single. I don't know what your situation is. But when you were single, let's assume you're single for this hypothetical.
Okay.
You're dating. This girl's like, and you're in a financial position to do it. You got her an apartment. Are you putting the apartment under her name?
Am I putting? It depends if there's only one woman.
What do you mean?
Because if I had like 3 different girls and I got them an apartment each.
Okay, you got 3 different girls.
He's a pimp.
I'm just saying, imagine if I had 3 different women, then each apartment would be in their name. Then whoever the main is, it'd be different. So then the main girl would be like, maybe I'd put her on the lease, maybe. And the other ones, they have their own lease, and I kind of just visit, and I got a drawer or something, and I pay the bill.
Okay, Rico.
Make sense?
Everything would be under your name.
It makes 100% sense. I would never do that.
You would?
I wouldn't either, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So you use money, do you think that men use money to control the relationship?
I think there's gonna be some men that don't agree with me. There'll be some men that do agree with me. I think only men that need to use money to control the relationship use money to control the relationship. I actually had a conversation the other day, and I said, it doesn't matter if I was the brokest man with the richest girl, I'm gonna control the relationship because I control my environment. That's just me. I'm a leader no matter what the situation is. I don't need finances to be a leader. I've been doing what I was doing when I had nothing to when I had something. Now, there are men that I do think do use that because that's their only outlet. They have to. You know
so, Amanda, if you were dating Rico, right? And Rico wanted...
Which I would never.
Okay, well, let's hear the question.
Rico wanted a car.
That's crazy.
Rico wanted this car, and you had to pay for it. Are you paying for it and giving it to him under his name? You're in a financial position to do it.
It's getting hot. Hold on. I take this off. It's over.
I don't know. How much do I like you?
That's your man. Like, that's somebody you're dealing with.
No. That doesn't matter. That could be my man.
If you live with somebody, how much do you like them to live with them, first of all? Thank you.
You just with people you don't...
You see, the thing is, and why I ask is how much do I like you is because if you my man, but how secure am I in the relationship? How do I feel about the relationship? What if I'm in between feeling like, this might not last? So I wouldn't really be in the position to feel like I would do something for him that he can have the benefits of if we're not together.
You don't want to do that?
No. If I feel
That's a really honest answer.
But to me it makes sense because if I put his name on a car and we don't last, he gon' have a car that I paid for. Riding around, I got this fucking whip and now he's dating other girls. I mean, I guess I don't care that he's dating other girls and they're in the car because it's his, but it's just like, damn, I gave that to you.
People that co-sign cars are crazy.
You think so?
Yeah. Like if you're not married,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if that's your girlfriend or your boyfriend, do not I advise you not to do that.
Yeah, I don't. No. Yeah.
Is that a control thing? Because if you,
I think this is a dumb thing. It's just like
honestly, because you don't, I feel like you have to have some kind of financial independence, and you have to.
Apartments are different. apartment, and I just learned this from shout out to Jeff the Don.
Big shout out to Jeff.
So when you lease an apartment right? There's the primary leaseholder, and then there is, say if like I already have my apartment, and then my shorty moves in with me, and then she's like, oh, I want to be on the lease. We've been together for 4 years in the same place. Like, oh, I add you to the lease. I can also take your ass off the lease.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Of course, that's
You know what I'm
different.
saying? We're like, if we're buying a house together, and there's a binding agreement.
Like a deed.
You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Names on the deed.
So I'm wondering if when you get a new apartment, if you guys lease and sign.
Well, you have. So I want to read this to you guys real quick, right? So
Well, you're
financial.
talking about assets.
Yeah,
That's
assets are
that's
different.
why it's
Yeah.
different.
That's why do
an
not
apartment
co-sign.
Well,
asset.
but what I'm saying is it could be a form of abuse, right? Because you're controlling the
Financial
person. It's kind of, so I want to read this. Financial abuse is when someone controls how and when you use your money or their money or the money in a relationship, right? You may not have access to the money. You may not know how much money they have. They basically use the money to completely manipulate everything. So now this sounds like whatever, right? But it goes to the women who are looking for dudes with a bag. Like,
Why?
you want a guy with money.
And this is exactly why I know these things exist, because a lot of females look for guys who got money.
A lot or majority?
I don't want to say
Let's go
majority.
majority.
I can't tell you.
75%.
I can't
Or the
tell you what the
percentage.
percentage
No,
is.
in your personal opinion, what percentage of women you think search for a man with money?
Okay,
98.
over 50.
What?
Okay, fair.
That's a lot.
It's-
I don't like
it's
gray
more than 50
areas.
It's more than 50%.
What a safe.
She's being
answer.
political.
But here's the
Yeah,
thing. Here's the
over
That's
thing.
a political answer.
Here's the thing. So like I'm trying to defend the women out here for a second, half a second,
One.
and I'm not out here trying to.
I'm
And I'm not here trying to save them either. I ain't, But it's like, why would a woman want to be with a broke dude?
Yeah. Why would a man want to be
So
with a
it's
broke
not
dude?
so much that she's trying to take advantage or abuse that he has, since we're using the word abuse, abuse the money that he has. It's about why would I want to be uncomfortable?
It's you
Right.
know what, and
You know what I'm
I just want to interject
that?
and say that sometimes looking for a relationship, people only concentrate on financial aspects.
Right.
Like, how about, do I really like him? Do I really see a future with him? You looking at his
That should be
pockets.
primary. That should be
Exactly, but
first.
people look at
It's
his
not,
pockets. I don't.
but it's not
Let's say-
primary.
But it's not, and that's
I say
but
should.
it
should be.
I say is.
It should be, and that's just not the way it is with females.
But
these
look,
days.
I know I've
Especially
seen
these
situations where
days.
women are just like they fell in love with the sex and didn't really care that. Look, I grew up with some dudes that they're like, yo, I need to find me a shorty that could pay for my phone bill.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's some
Most guys.
That's some young shit to do, right?
I did it.
And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
right,
Yeah,
look,
I did
and,
it.
and the whole thing was that he was providing penis, and she was okay with it. And
Well,
she was
realness.
just like,
realness.
you know what I'm saying? So she was just like, all right, I'll pay your phone bill. What else you need?
You know, some girls
You know
would
what
do
I'm saying? Like,
whatever
You
you.
can borrow my car.
Some girls would
That's
do
the
whatever.
beginning stages, and that's it.
And the man was still controlled, and he was still controlling.
That's a pimp. See, look, I
That's
be
a
trying
pimp.
to tell
That's a
you
different
could be a
situation.
pimp or you could be a simp. Nah,
A simp?
A simp or a pimp, right?
Simp.
A simp is the opposite of a pimp.
of a pimp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
it's a simp.
if you a pimp, and don't think about pimp like you're selling your girl. You know what I'm saying? Let's think about pimp and what a pimp does. A pimp can make money himself, and he controls the money his women make, right? In a
That
general
is
term.
true.
He controls the money his
She
women.
goes to work and brings
She
him the
goes to
money.
work and brings him the money. He's a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Now, that could be financial abuse in a sense where he's taking, right?
He's actually abusing
Is
her. 'cause
it
he's
no?
taking
But
all
hold
her
on.
money.
Is it financial abuse if she enjoys it?
It's an even exchange if you ask
she's
me.
okay with it, it's an
Sometimes
exchange.
people don't know when they're being financially abused. It's so regular. It's so regular
get
to
it.
them. No, honestly, because
You
if
think they don't
women
know?
are looking for relationships based on what a man has to offer financially, do you think that they even realize that they're doing and saying everything that this man is telling them to do because he pays for everything?
Yes, they do. They do realize, and he also is a simp. So he realizes it too.
Can we mix in another word in there, Rico? Can we mix in security? Because security is a big
But
thing,
you know,
right?
sometimes, see, this is going back to what Bobby Trent said, right? Security is only as valuable as the uncomfortable the amount of uncomfort that girl is going through.
What do you mean?
You can't provide financial security for somebody who's financially stable.
Okay.
So it doesn't
True.
matter to her.
But I feel like security is also affected on the man's behalf, because if he is not secure in himself, he wouldn't need to use his money to keep a woman around.
No. I don't agree with that.
Why?
Because my opinion is this, right? When it comes to money, right? And this is my thought of just researching this. In researching this, there's this guy, he was doing well for himself. He was making good money. He had a good, stable relationship. He lost his job. As soon as he lost his job, days passed, weeks passed, she started being verbally abusive to him. Then she started being financially abusive to him.
Of course.
And he's a man, right? And he's just like, nah, what's up? He's like, yo, I'm about to go out. You know, we all gonna go grab. How you gonna grab something? You ain't never got no money. That's
Are you
abuse.
talking about me?
No.
I mean, y'all did say this on the panel, by the way. Like,
Right?
But here, hold on, man. Cause
Go ahead.
So the woman is being verbally abusive with homeboy.
She's being verbally abusive is her saying something, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Financially abusive is like, you know, he got to borrow your debit card in order for you to go out with his friends, right?
There's a
Like,
big difference. Was she on her period or not on her period?
no, she's just saying that you got to use her money.
And I'm not trying to say that in an offensive way.
No, that's
But you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know what it is to have a period. I don't know what that's like, right? Because I know you're looking at me crazy,
Yeah,
right?
because it ain't like nothing. I don't even like when girls themselves use period as an excuse
Okay.
for their.
it's
This is
not.
terrible
It's just
excuse.
reckless mouth.
thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate
It's just
that.
reckless mouth.
I don't do that. I don't say I'm on my period, so that's what. No.
But
That happens.
my thing is that if
That's
this
your
guy
outlet.
didn't lose his job, would she have been
Like
disrespectful?
getting drunk. If a guy,
If he didn't lose his job, would she have been disrespectful? Like, he's not using the money to control the relationship.
See, this is what I be trying to say. If you need, see, there's a difference between using and needing.
Okay.
I don't need to have money to control my situations. However, if I have money, I'm going to also offer whatever comes with that.
Okay.
If you need money, which in this case, right, he needed the money because the money, and this is what I told Aaron, the money is the only form of respect that she has for him.
She's not here, so we're gonna.
No, not Aaron. I'm talking about.
Oh, in that situation.
Yeah, in that situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
There's,
It was a different segment.
yeah, it was a
It was a
different
different
segment.
segment.
But what I'm saying is, in this,
like crazy.
yeah, the money is the only.
Yeah, Aaron was having that.
You feel me?
Damn, Aaron.
Big shout out to
Big
Aaron.
shout out to
Renegade.
Aaron.
Big shout out to
But
Aaron.
if you're a
Renegade.
man and money is the only way, see, even my friend Alan posted this. You can't buy respect, and men try to buy respect. And the problem is, I don't care who you are. When you're successful, you go up, you go down.
Yeah.
And when you go down and she starts acting left, then you know you never had her respect to begin with.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying?
This is true. So, going back to, I want to read something, right? They said it's part of financial abuse. All right, big shout out.
We shaking the block today. You heard?
We shaking the block.
I was
So
working
everybody,
out. I
I
can
want
shake
to
it
tell
with you.
everybody
Come
thank
on.
you for tuning in. Definitely thank you for
how you
tuning in. Send in your questions. We got DJ Bobby Trends. We got Amanda. We got Rico Hondo in the building. So definitely send in your questions. We got a question from JD Caudle. Cold late.
Okay.
I
JD.
would say. He said the
JD.
fact of matter is that the majority of women will not respect a man if his money isn't right. This is regardless of what women say. I kind of got to go with
I
that
feel
one.
bad for JD.
He used a key word, majority.
I don't know, man. It's just hard for me to
I
imagine,
agree.
like, you
I
know,
agree.
because women could be disrespectful. Like,
To a weak man.
what happens
To a
is that
weak
My question is,
But it
this
comes
is
from
something that I
somewhere.
keep thinking of right now. So besides money, how are men standing their dominance?
So this is what I think Rico is saying, in my opinion, and you could correct me. Growing up, I've seen my friends go up and down, and I've witnessed their relationship. I have my man's close to me getting money, and I've seen him fall off, and I've seen how his woman start just talking to him crazy.
Nasty.
And what I could say in that whole aspect, they just
Bad.
they just get bad. Then I got my other friends who I've seen them fall off, and they women started behaving even better. I think that the ones that the woman never disrespected, they didn't lose their power when they lost their money. Their power never left them.
Because they never needed it.
So their power, because at the end of the day, I think that women only respect, and this is my opinion, not only respect, but the majority of what women respect, Amanda, to me, is money or power. And you need either one in order to hold your respect in your relationship.
And people confuse power with money.
But money gives you power, but money does not always give you power.
Exactly.
You can't keep the power. It gives you power.
Yeah.
You won't keep the power if you're not a strong individual.
Exactly.
You don't have to be strong to make money. People who just make money because if they're smart.
There's a lot of,
You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you know what I'm saying? Like, you can lose it. You can lose it all
I
too.
agree that
I know people
comes
that
from
know
being
how to
strong
get money
individual.
and they're powerful while they have the money. And they're still powerful to some people.
If the money goes away.
Because the people around him understand how he made the money. And he knows that he can get it again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But then the other people that don't understand the individual, they're just like, oh, nah, I'm on to the next.
Yeah, because I seen that where a friend of mine, he did lose his money, and he was making a lot of money, and his girl did become disrespectful.
I mean,
Like she really did, and I'm talking about this girl was like worshiping him at one point, right? Not worshiping, but she just loved him, but she did get disrespectful.
But did she love him?
no, she didn't. That's the point that I'm trying.
Word.
Yo, he said this already, but y'all kind of didn't pick up on one thing he said. What he basically said is, you have to be a strong man, regardless of your financial situation.
Well,
to sustain your power.
Women expect us to be strong, whether we have money or not.
And you know what's the funny thing? And this is what's going to happen too with financial abuse. Speaking of what he's saying, if you're not a strong man without the money, right? When you do have money, long enough that you have this girlfriend or wife of yours, her money is your money, so now she has the same money as you. So now y'all been evened out. So now you automatically lose your power. You understand how this goes, right?
that I've seen. Marie wanted you.
Yeah, I wanted you to expand on that. You were like, but did she love you?
Did she love him? Well,
Honestly, with that,
I'm
I
very
feel
careful
like
about whose stories I'm telling.
There's different. But love is tricky, right? Because love is tricky because people use the word loosely.
Word.
they
You
do.
know what I'm saying? Like people use the word loosely, and it's just like, what? If somebody tells you they love you, ask them why.
That's a really good way to put
I
it.
don't like,
like
that,
that.
though.
Ask them why.
I don't like that. Why you
No.
asking me questions?
No,
I
no, but I'm
really-
not talking
I
about.
really don't like
but
that.
here's the thing: it's not like why you love me. It's like when y'all sitting there after y'all had some incredible sex and y'all lying sweaty in the bed, and you just looking at each other all starry-eyed because it was
You
good.
gonna ask
Incredible.
why you
It's
love
like-
me? That shit was good as
like,
fuck.
I love you, baby. I love you too.
She's like, 'cause the
And
sex
just be
is
like,
good.
Why you like
and see, but this is the thing. Just don't ask. Be like, this is why I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you because of this, and that. If you really love the person, you should tell them without even being asked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love when you do this. I love when you do that. Why do you love that? It's healthy conversation. And if somebody says they love you, then it's their duty. Like, why not? Why not ask the question? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be uncomfortable. Or it could be uncomfortable. The whole thing is when people love each other, they do anything for each other.
They do.
Okay,
but-
that was
Those
very
questions
good.
are
That-
very respected. They're
there's
supposed to be
some-
respected. If the person doesn't respect the question, then something's wrong.
No, but there's
If
inconvenience.
I ask you why you get an attitude, I'm like, get out.
Well, ain't
No, I
nobody
love
gonna
you
have
no
an
more.
attitude. Why would you have an attitude?
I take my love back because you don't value it.
Facts. But Amanda, what I want to know from a woman's perspective, what I'm trying to get to is, I'm talking about the inconvenience of it, right? So, for example, let's just say someone asks you to borrow $1. It's just $1,
It's just $1.
right? Here. But somebody asks you to borrow $1 again. It's still just $1. You're like, here. Then somebody said, can I borrow $1 again? And you're like, Jesus.
You bought 100 of these.
Yeah, like, but you
That
have
sound
it.
like the lunchroom in high school.
Right,
Give me
but-
$1.
Word.
But you have it. But what if somebody says, "Can I borrow $1?" But you got to bring it to me down the street. So I feel that's how money is sometimes in relationships. when it's not there, it creates so much inconvenience that
agree.
a man does and a person does have to keep themselves centered and balanced. And the thing about it is like, as a man, your insecurities could kick in.
I mean, but like, okay, but where are we
You
talking
using your
about this?
let's say hypothetically, you're using your girl's debit card to move around.
But all right, listen. First, me, I don't. That's what. Yes, I'm using my girl's debit card to move around, and I got my debit card that works.
No,
perfectly
let's just
fine.
say you didn't.
But what I'm saying,
let's
What is
just
the
say-
point of that?
what I'm saying is,
No, but let's just say you're in a bad position for a small time, and
there should be no problem because I'm in a good position the other times. See, like, this is what I'm trying to say. How long are we talking about? If I'm dating you for 2-3 years and I had a 6-month rough
Just
stretch,
made me a little uncomfortable.
it's you should like especially like if I've been holding it down for 2-3 years and I have a 6-month rough stretch, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think it should even be a hesitation. I don't think it should be a
But
question.
there is a little hesitation, because
Yeah.
let me tell you why.
from a
Because
woman's perspective,
if me and you are in a relationship and I'm used to you taking care of everything, and now you don't got it, you lost your job or whatever the hell happened. How do you know that I have it to take care of both of us now? I don't,
Because you
because
know
I was riding on you, and I was on that coattail.
This is why I don't date women that can't be self-sufficient.
No, I can be
Nah,
self-sufficient
you're not
for myself.
because
I
you-
can take care of myself
you
if you
are-
don't got it.
no,
But now if I have to
no,
have both
no.
of us, it's like, whoa, hold on.
The thing is-
hold on. I understand
the
that
thing
you
is-
cannot now provide for yourself and you need a little bit of my help.
That's what
but
you hear when you
but-
you hear that mouth?
But I'm waiting because I'm about to body it. You done?
Go ahead, go
so
ahead.
moral of the
Oh my
story
goodness.
is, this is, see, and fellas, choose your women wisely. You should never choose a
Preach.
girl who cannot hold down the fort when you are down. That's what a mother is. God forbid something ever happens to you, a strong woman is going to be able to take care of everything that you were building.
And that's in the Bible.
And that's in the Bible. So if you get an Amanda, make sure you teach Amanda what she needs to do in case things go south. Because if I've been holding you down for 2 years,
he's gonna say
if I've been holding you down for 2 years, and look, you have nothing, that means you were never doing your job. For 24 months, you were never doing your job on being
Good job.
better, just in case anything in this ship starts to sink.
I mean,
That means
they do say a woman in a good relationship is always prepared.
Okay.
She does prepare over time.
Okay, but let me
Hold it
just
down, Amanda.
drive something in here. It be the entitlement for me, because even though I don't feel entitled to your money, right? But it's like, if I don't got it, you gotta be prepared. It should be no hesitation. I shouldn't even have to ask. Yes, you do. Hold on, wait a minute. Yes, you do.
By ask, I mean, like,
you
if I
don't
need it, there
know
should be no
what you
hesitation.
don't.
I
No,
got you,
come
babe.
on, bro.
I
Come
got you,
on.
babe.
It's the entitlement. I don't like that. That
wa-
just feels sketchy to me.
What happens if you said every time you want your hair and your nails done, it's sketchy to me?
First of all,
Like every time, there was no hesitation for 2 years to do you up.
And that
But now-
is
but-
why I said I don't feel entitled to your money, because I don't expect you to give me money for my hair, nails, or nothing like that. That be the guys that be like, here, babe, here's some money for your hair. I never asked for that shit. You gave that to me. And I'm not gonna tell you.
I didn't give it to you, and I wouldn't give it to you.
Okay, but that's you. But
And be like,
niggas be
give
like
my nails
that.
back,
Yeah.
give my hair back.
Yeah.
So,
Tight.
but-
I
but-
told you, that's
Be
why
like
you
that.
don't buy body parts. Like,
Oh my
So-
God,
that's like you can't take it back.
But it's kind of like, you know, a lot of domestic abuse is connected to financial abuse.
But
It
just repeat what
definitely
you just
is.
said, though.
I
I
think
just
so.
thought about something. When you buy a woman her body parts, things change.
Really?
What?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've seen it.
Yo, are you serious? You just gave her an open opportunity to a new world.
That's also financial. That's financial and mental and a whole lot of whole other like.
But why
canvas
did you
open.
buy her those body parts? Is it to control her?
No, you
No,
wanted
so the
it.
whole thing is that a woman might say, "Listen, daddy, can you know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to get.
I want you know, can you take me to DR to get, you know what I'm saying? I want to get done up."
I want to elevate.
And some men will be like, "Well, what you want to do that for?"
Okay.
You know, like.
Who you want to attract? Because I like
I want to
you.
do it for you. Look, it's not even about
I like
trying to do it
that.
for you or for anybody else. It's for me. It's so that I can feel, so that
That's what a woman will
it's
say.
for me.
It's for me.
It's for me.
It is.
That's
It's
cool.
for me.
You buy it.
But you pay for it.
If you leave, what I gave for you was still
You get
with
it
you.
back.
That's like co-signing the car.
Word, like
It really
Now the
is.
car's gone.
It really
that's
is.
like that's more like buying a house and putting her name on the deed only.
Yeah, that's even crazier.
But this is what I'm trying to say.
There's no coming back.
Let's look at it in reality, right? A lot of relationships are failing. They fail. Dating is very, very difficult. And because there's some hard conversations people don't want to have,
Facts.
right? And these are some of the conversations. So I think that we were talking a little bit earlier about control. So could you accept the fact, Amanda, that if you get a man and part of financial abuse is when you meet a guy, he pays for everything, he kind of spend his money on you in order to start controlling you. You get so used to it, now he takes full control over you. And then when you leave that situation or try to leave that situation, you're gonna leave with nothing that you have. So a lot of women are like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just give the control. Do women say like, is it a reality or not a reality? That's what I'm trying to get at. What I'm trying to get at is, what is realistic? Like, let's get out of dreamland. Let's on 8 at the table, the 4 of us, walk off of dreamland of what people think is and what is. If a dude loses his job and he has no bread, he better have some power.
He needs
What power does he have?
See,
Options?
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna try not to be all over the place, but I feel like in situations sometimes there's equality, right? People want to be equal. A man and a woman want to be equal, right?
In theory.
In theory, right? But when things get rough, I think a lot of times the woman will say to the man, well, I need you to
handle this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in relationships before where it's kind of just like, I mean, I can say now, my girl now, so we pretty strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll say to me sometimes, she's like, wow, she's like, this is like what it's like to be a man. Like, you really gotta hold it down.
Yeah, it's tough.
Because the thing is that I really hold it down.
Okay.
And then if I ever have an issue, this is just me, I don't speak about it, I just handle it. Because I don't want her ever to feel uncomfortable in my...
You don't want her to feel
pressure.
unsecured?
Right.
Or
Yeah,
you don't want her to feel uncomfortable?
I don't
Because do
either.
you feel like you want to make sure she
I just want to make
always
sure
feels
she's happy.
secure?
I want to make sure she's happy.
Okay.
So like I don't want whatever situation that because the thing is I know if I'm have a bump in the road, I'm gonna fix it. That's just me.
Correct.
There's
So I'm
no
just like,
use in
so what's
complaining
the
about
what's
it
the
and
reason
worrying her
to
about it.
say like, yo, I'm having a hard time. I just make it work. I just make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she's also the type that she'll be like, well, man, if you would like say during the pandemic, she got crazy.
Yeah.
And
Everybody.
nobody could really tell, like, I made the shit look good. You know what I'm saying? I was making a lot less money, but I was still able to pay the bills and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine. Like, I'm talking real. Like, there's no cap
Bro,
in my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not wealthy.
Yeah, but
you know
you're
what I'm saying?
doing
Like,
well. And
I'm
then,
doing well.
And the bump in the road, I think, is the hardest thing for people to talk
My
about.
bump in the road is a different type of bump in the road, though, because I was also investing money in businesses during the pandemic. So, like, when you invest in money, that's different than saving money. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, investing and saving are two
Believe me,
different
I'm in
things.
real estate.
So, like, if I'm investing this amount of money in something, and I'll put all my money into something because I know I'm going to make it work. And I might have $10 that day after I spent $150.
Just to back up what you say, right? People don't even know this. When Elon Musk sold PayPal for $90 million, he took the whole $90 million and he invested it in Tesla.
Yeah.
He had to borrow money
didn't have
in order
anything.
for him just to survive. So people always want that flash at all times.
And your partner's not always gonna understand that, because not everybody has an entrepreneurial mindset.
So, but that's kind of different for you though, because now I got to build off of what Rico said. You didn't lose any power. You just invested.
You know why I didn't lose any power? It's because it's the way I move. It's the way you got to be strong in the way you speak.
Yo,
What do you mean by that?
So what he's saying is
women
he
res-
didn't lose power because he didn't voice that he was going through any kind of struggle. Even if he felt like I'm at a rough time, he didn't expose that to his partner.
That's
No,
not what
I don't
he
think
did.
that's
But
what
the
he's
thing
saying,
is, once
Amanda.
I got past it, then
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you remember? Because now that you're enjoying the fruits of my labor, I'm gonna be like,
I'll
yo,
tell
you
you
know,
what
I now want you to understand what it took for me to do that because I want you to respect it.
Yeah, I'll get
Because if they don't see the story, they won't respect it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
I think like it's almost.
So people can meet you and you can have everything, but they won't know your story. So then they're gonna think it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Because then they look at everybody else like, oh, he got it too, he got it too, and he got it too. How'd they get it? She got it. How'd she get it? They don't know and they think it's easy because Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the look is there.
People respect you when they was with you shooting in the gym.
I think
Okay. I
I'm trying
agree.
to say.
If-
You know what I mean?
what I'm picking up, I agree with. This is just could be like what I'm hearing and what I'm trying to perceive, and compartmentalize everything.
Okay.
When you have it and you lose it and you never lose your power, it's because you're a man of your word.
What do you mean?
You're a man of your word. So if I tell you I'm gonna find a way and I'm gonna always, and actually, let me switch that. You're a man of your actions.
So this is what I'm trying to find where
Yeah.
your power is coming from. Because
But that's what I'm saying.
does your power come from your confidence?
No.
Does your power come from your actions?
Your power.
Where does your
comes
power
from
come from?
You're consistent.
This is
You're consistent, I guess, overcoming of obstacles that you endure with your partner or with your friends.
That means you can overcome things.
Because you and when. So
you're
let me
trying. You
let me
gotta-
let me give you an analogy, right? Let's say you're a real estate investor, and I ask you to invest in me.
Okay.
You're like, and there's two me's. There's me and there's Amanda. I fumble and my head is always everywhere, and I have a lot of ideas, but I don't ever hit any targets. But Amanda hits targets every time. You're gonna
Okay.
feel more comfortable with Amanda. Because you're
More confident.
more confident and comfortable with Amanda. You're gonna respect her.
Oh, I want to read these questions. So this is what I think, at least what I've gotten so far from this conversation for people listening, right? You could lose your money as a man and your woman doesn't have to lose her confidence in you because she trusts you.
It's big.
She still trusts you.
That's
You
big.
could lose everything and she doesn't lose the trust.
But that's why communication is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if she
Because-
loses that trust,
She also has to know what you went through.
But I don't think that all falls on a woman because
And a man too.
No, yeah, because it's like, how does the man move once he, loses that job
That's
or
what I'm trying to go
or
ahead.
because if he's like all like,
Amanda
oh my
needs to-
god,
Amanda's like, you
because
gotta
I
have a
know
job
this,
next
I know
week.
this, because this
Speak
is
on
like,
it.
oh, I lost my job, I can't do shit, and that's all you talk about. I don't got it, I lost my job, I'm low, I'm down, I'm depressed. Like that's all you talking about. Why would I have any faith in you that like I don't have any trust in you? That's all you talk about. Are you trying to get back up?
So you're with somebody you don't trust.
But the thing
See,
is,
but to me,
Yeah.
that's a weak dude.
exactly.
that does
No
make
judgment,
you no,
no
but
judgment.
that does
Judgment
make
zone.
you
No, it doesn't.
No judgment
no,
zone.
Well, I just feel like
No, but that's
Go
why I
ahead, go ahead, Bob.
understand what that's why I
don't be
understand what Rico
don't be a
was
crybaby.
saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't cry about it. Fix it.
But some
You know
people,
what I'm saying? Like, or
it could be tough though.
But no,
Fixing
but
it
even
is
if
tough.
it's hard, because I understand that it would be hard, but you're not even trying to hit the targets. You literally, you're not trying.
Can I
my
just
whole
say
thing
one
is if
thing?
you're gonna be a crybaby, then deal with what's gonna come with it.
some people do that, but some people could cry and they overcome it and they don't lose their power. But I'm gonna tell you why I think they don't lose their power. Because at the end of the day, you're still the same person. That's what you got. That's how you know you're in control. When you're in control of yourself, regardless of your situation. Whether you're up, you're DJ Bobby Trends. Whether you're down, you're still DJ Bobby Trends. And then, because at the end of the day, everyth's gonna pass.
you're the balance.
You're
and
being-
everything else, the world goes like this.
Yeah, but if you stay you, she trusts it. Because, there's that old movie, Remember the Titans, right? And they had an argument, and he said, attitude reflects leadership. So what that means is if I'm panicking, you're gonna panic.
That is true.
If I'm still Rico and I'm down, you're
no
not gonna panic because I'm cool about it.
So I want to read these, and I have a
Write that
question
down.
for
I'm
Amanda.
gonna forget that.
I wanna ask Amanda a question, but I want to read these. We have a few of them. All right, JD Coldley sent us $10. Thanks, big shout out to everybody asking the questions on the super chat.
money.
We need it. We appreciate it. It goes to production. You know, independent production. So we really, really do need it. When we do appreciate everybody for supporting us, everybody for coming on. Question for Amanda: if you're working in a relationship and your man is taking care of everything and falls short, what have you been doing with all the money this whole time?
I've been trying to tell you.
Well, I didn't say myself can't handle it, but that's not everyone's situation. Okay, that's all I was saying. Not everyone can handle it. I can.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I do work, and if I did have someone paying for everything, of course I'd have money. If I'm not doing anything with my money, where would it be going? I have
I'd
it.
be ashamed if I had a partner and I went down and I took care of you for 2 years and you have no way of helping us. I'd be ashamed of myself because I need to pick better.
Well, that would come from the people that have partners that literally, they just leech off of you.
So
they have nothing else going for themselves, business-wise,
That's
financially.
financial abuse.
The thing is, you shouldn't have to ask.
Yep.
You shouldn't have to ask. Like, if you guys are together, then y'all should know each other good enough where the person's like, okay, something's going on here, and could say, hey, I know you don't like talking about your financial situations and what's going on, but I'm here if you need me.
But you know what? I have to say that some men aren't really like that.
What do you mean?
Some guys enjoy having a partner that they get to take care of. Like, even though it doesn't, like, even if he can fall short, like, they're like, quit your job. Like, I don't want you to work. I'm gonna take care of you. So she
That's
has
weird to me.
She has no choice but to be like, what the fuck if, you know, something happens that, you know, he can't take care of her anymore.
But like this too, like, I'll be honest, like, I'd be cool if my girl didn't want to work no more. Like, I'd be cool with it. I also would be cool if she wanted to start working again.
Either or.
Because I
wouldn't
can
be cool
hold
with
it.
it.
Because my thing is, here's the thing, what are you going to do with your free time?
Exactly. and
If
look,
raise the kids.
you're going to stay home and eat all the Twinkies,
that's what's gonna happen.
you know what I'm saying?
Snacks
Like,
with the kids.
all you want to go to the mall every day is shop.
That's
and
gonna
now
be a
you're
problem.
bored. But do something.
But
Look, everybody doesn't work doesn't love what they do.
Yeah.
Maybe that person's trying to figure out. I'll be honest. Look, I do what I love, right? And that's why I'm good
That's
at
a
it.
blessing.
Right? It's
Yeah.
a blessing.
Great
I'm
blessing.
super blessed. But the majority of the people in this country don't do what they love.
Yeah.
So I've been with people who've said to me, I envy you because you do what you love. I make great money, but I don't love what I do. You know, so like sometimes people need to like, okay, look, why don't you just quit your job since you don't love it and try to work on what you love? Oh, you don't love anything.
And don't be with me.
Well, some people, you know, I learned from
not
doing
come
eight
here.
at the table.
You don't love anything?
Wow.
I don't.
You know what I learned?
Yeah.
I learned some people just love security and stability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just
And
love it.
They don't
So
have motivation to
Let me
do
tell you something.
anything for themselves.
Everybody loves security and stability.
No, but what I'm saying is they don't have like a love. They don't
But
have
look,
like
but
a
you know
No,
what's
they don't
also
have
too-
any
don't
love or
get it messed
passion to
up.
do anything or
Your
motivation
woman
to
can
do
stay
anything for
home.
themselves.
You know what's a job also?
Yeah.
Taking
raising
care of your
children.
kids.
Yeah.
Like my wife,
That's a
my
job.
wife. Yo, when we
It's a job.
had
Be the best
our
at
young
it.
kids, my wife stayed home and raising kids. I thought it was a joke. It
joke.
wasn't.
No, it's crazy.
But also with my wife though, when I was younger, coming up and hustling, this is legit. I used to go to her job on Fridays or Tuesdays, I can't remember, and I used to take her check, and I used to leave her just enough money for her to make it through the week.
He's a pimp.
No, I wasn't a pimp. She used to believe.
Damn, Mauricio.
She believed. No, it wasn't financial abuse. I just used to tell her, yo, look,
Would
I
you do
think
that,
I'm gonna
Amanda?
make it. I'm gonna
No,
do something.
I'm waiting for him to finish.
Would you do that, Amanda?
No, but what I'm saying is like,
Trying to tell him to shut up.
And this is why
No, but
Yumi's married.
but what
It is, though.
but what I'm
trying
saying
to
is
hear.
like, when I used to go over there, this is true. I did this for like a year and a half. This is real stuff. When I used to go over there, I was so hungry and driven that she knows I was gonna come through.
Yeah.
And she believed in me so much. She was like, there's no doubt that he's gonna come through. I'm not advising women to do this because I don't think it's just one in
Not
a
every
few
man,
guys
yeah.
that could really come through. But of course I came through and it just became a different life for us.
Yeah.
But at that time, you needed that strength as a man. You needed somebody that's really gonna believe in you. And you needed somebody that's gonna ride with you.
That would give you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because
Or whatever it may be. Like, don't forget.
It may be her car. I'll be like, yo, I'm taking your car for the week. I gotta go down to Virginia. I gotta go here. I gotta go
what I
there.
have to do.
I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And it's just like sometimes you need that support.
But that's what you gotta understand as a man and as a woman, right? When you're seeking your partner, you see what I just said? You're seeking your what?
partner.
Your partner.
Speaking of partners, I gotta read this.
Your partner.
You're a guru.
You seeking your partner. You feel me?
He is, right?
I know.
But he
I'm
is
like, he
legit.
over here saying partner. I'm not repeating that shit.
I want to read this. I want to read this.
We shaking the block today. I appreciate you.
Mother Nature sent us $4.99. Thank you. Big shout outs for the super chat. What's wrong with being a partner? A compliment. Social media gives a lot of men and women false realities.
That's a fact.
Well, yeah.
And false desires. False desires.
Smoke
on
and
that.
mirrors.
Yeah.
Speak on it, Rico, because we're gonna go. We got a couple more to go to.
Social media is giving people false desires. You're willing to basically compromise your morals for a lifestyle. You desiring a lifestyle so much because you didn't have it, and it's being advertised everywhere. So now you're going ahead and putting yourself in unfavorable situations constantly just to be on a boat, just to be on a private jet.
Speak on it.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me just add these Instagram people be scammers, but go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
No, but it's still
Even
a
if
compromising position just so you could take a
No,
picture.
but no,
on the,
exactly. But
You live
where
with
did
your
that
mama.
where
You
did
live
that
with your
money
mama.
come from?
It's
You expecting that stuff in your actual relationship when that's not
you
reality.
can have that stuff
Yeah.
in your. You can have that stuff in your actual relationship. It just takes time to build. You can have the private jet. You can have the boats. You can really have that life.
I'd rather be
Okay, eventually, but why would you be expecting
Well, that life
from
takes
your
that
9
life
to 5
takes
boyfriend?
years to
Because
build.
that's
It
what
just
Instagram
takes time
bitches.
to build.
Do you understand how, like,
I'm not saying you cannot ever have it. That is not what
But
I'm
like,
saying.
what I'm saying is, that's the problem. You're willing, not you, but people are willing to compromise themselves because they want to speed a process that they're
cannot
going
be
to have to
sped.
go through anyway.
That process is a process.
It's
Yeah.
and we're
a
living.
process.
I want to read this. Big shout out to Fatty, London.
Oh, Fatty's back.
Fatty's back. Fatty's in the building. Fatty's in the building.
Fatty.
Fatty's from the
I want to know the same
UK.
thing.
Fatty's from the UK. Always show us love. Sends us €5.
Hey,
And
Fatty.
said, when women get breast implants, promotion at the job, loses a huge amount of weight. Weight of the divorce skyrocket. Rates of loses a huge amount of weight. Divorce shit skyrockets. They are as faithful as their options.
Dang.
That's why you, shit, like, yo, and that makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. See, but
I had
here's the
options,
problem
I was
with that,
unfaithful.
right? I'm just gonna speak on it
Speak
because
on it.
if the person
I got
Too many options is not a good thing.
when a person comes up and they have a partner, then they gotta they gotta look at the other person and say, hey, let me help you come up also.
Yep.
Man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and sometimes you have people that just don't want to do nothing. It's different. Like that person came up, now that person may have grown out of that relationship.
Yeah.
Like I came up and it's just like, all right, well, it's time to go because this person isn't matching my energy or matching my whatever. Now, if it's like shallow because they lost weight or because they gained some body parts.
You don't think that person has new experiences? New experiences kind of like if you, and I'm just saying this in general.
Fuck me
if
up.
you kind of walk through the mall and nobody ever kind of stopped you, now you can't even walk through the mall without getting a lot of stop. Doesn't that shift your mindset and how you behave and how
Let me tell
you
you
think?
something. If you really want to be with somebody, and if it's going to be long term, then you have to deal with the changes that come in life, because things don't stay the same.
I agree.
Somebody can get sick. Somebody can lose a leg or a foot. somebody can all of a sudden create this incredible idea and be a millionaire, billionaire, move up in their company.
True.
And then the person that they were with maybe was like, okay, man, we killing it, but I like being here. Or they're just like, well, now our energy's different. You know what I'm saying? Like that person might say, okay, well, I'm not trying to keep up with your lifestyle of how you spend the money.
It's just too much.
This is not the person I met.
Okay.
So now what happens is, it's about adjusting. It's about, do you want to adjust with the person? Do you want to learn that? Because if you were somebody for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 30 years, whatever, when the changes come, you have to figure out whether you want to stay with those changes or you want to.
My question for you, I want to read these, but my question for you on that note, right? This is just my observation, what I've seen. I've seen that things that come to people natural never really shift. Those people usually are harder to change.
When it comes natural.
Yeah, like let's say if you were you're popular in high school, right? And you were cool in high school, you're kind of used to attention. Yeah. And then you graduate, you're used to attention. Or let's just say let's go back to lemonade stands. So you're kind of used to all of this, right?
Rico.
And then now you get $100 million. I don't see most of those people, they don't shift because it's kind of like.
I've been the same way.
He's like, fucking pick me.
But we did discuss
school.
power corrupts, right? But what I'm trying to say is that, and I don't want to sound like I'm judging Marie, what I'm trying to say is like, maybe if somebody's switching up on you, you should just leave them alone instead of working it out.
Nah, because it's a process.
I mean, I'm sure if you want to be that person, then you're going to have to make some type of effort. Depending, I don't know how long the effort's going to be.
Nah, but you would have to change with them.
Should you?
I mean, if you wanted it, I feel like that's how it goes. But if you wanted to make it work.
Yeah. What are you here for?
Yeah, like
long term or short term?
Yeah, if I'm with somebody, if my wife blows up and she's on every television station and they flying her around the world, I'm like, I'm not keeping up with all that.
I am.
Yeah, look at
You better.
First of all,
No,
that's
but-
only best
No,
for
but I don't
both of
think-
us.
Look at
I don't-
Oprah and Homeboy.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna.
Stedman.
I don't think it's gonna have any
Stedman
effect
ain't never
on
gonna
our
make
marriage.
Oprah money.
Like, I don't think
Oprah
it'll
got
have
money.
any effect on our marriage. I don't think it'll affect our marriage at all.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Because I'll be like, all right, cool.
You're wrong.
Why?
You're wrong.
Talk to me.
Because I'm not gonna say you and me, but I'm just saying if a woman is married to a man, she starts to blow up crazy, and you feel like you're not gonna keep up with that, even if she looks to you and says, okay, well, my husband doesn't really do the limelight. He doesn't want to, come out to the red carpets. He doesn't want to do all that. She's still used to that life. That's still the life that she is now living.
Okay.
So you think that she's
We're
not going to
living.
be...
Just because I don't go to the red carpet, we're living that life.
living.
When she's like, oh my God, I can't believe they didn't send me a car this morning. Who she calling? She's going to be like, baby. I'm like, what happened? I'm
Okay,
in fucking
so
London. There's no car outside.
when she's accompanied to these red carpets or flown out by this designer, she gets to go here and here, here. You don't think she's experiencing other people and she just has a boring husband that doesn't care for
It
this
doesn't
thing?
make you boring. How does that make
Why you
you
gotta be
boring?
boring?
I
just threw that in there, but you could be boring.
All right, I want to
what are you
read
talking
this.
about, man?
All right, God of Blackness said, why do women have a problem with the term, in quote, help meet, MEET?
Help meet?
Yeah.
Like help.
Help me or help me? Amanda, why do women have a problem with the quote, help me?
What is the help me?
Why does
Oh, like a man
woman-
saying help me?
Huh? Help you do what?
If a man saying
Look,
help
I mean, do what? Look, you got.
Why do women have a problem if a guy said help me?
What?
No, yeah, well, help you do what? Like,
Dang.
right.
There's a lot of women that are going to be
Amanda's
single
not
for their
having
life.
it. All right, so Goddess of Blackness sent us $10 now. Thanks, Super Chat. Everybody send your questions in. We definitely could use it, and we appreciate it. Women don't need a helpmate. Women, need direction. The problem equals lack respect for each other's roles. This era of women want competition, not companionship. Competition, not companionship. You compete with.
I don't think
competition?
that's true. I don't think that's true.
I like competition. I think it's healthy.
Well, you're competitive.
Yeah.
Competing within a relationship?
Competition in your relationship.
by competition.
Rico's competitive though.
I
That's
like
his thing.
competition. Like, okay,
Yeah.
if my girl says, yo, I just made $1 million this week. I'm like, oh, word? Okay, it's up. Let me try to make 1.1. There's nothing wrong with healthy competition.
You think Beyonce and Jay-Z do that?
I don't know.
I think they did, not no more. Actually,
When you making that type of money, now it's just jokes.
yeah, it's regular.
It's just like, I made Forbes, Jay made Forbes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Forbes
so
number
there's
higher
a little
than
bit of competitiveness.
First of all,
in
I wouldn't even
relationships.
like that.
You think?
I wouldn't even like that because if I'm telling you how much I made, that's because I'm proud of myself and I'm very happy about it. I don't need you to try to compete
I'ma
with
give
me
you
now
one.
and try to make more than me.
I'ma give
You want
one.
to shine in your relationship.
I don't
give you
want
one.
to shine, but if I'm telling you that, I'm very happy.
I'ma
This
give
is
you
this
one.
is
So
for
if you
us.
made
I'm
$1
not
million and I said I made $1.3 million,
Okay,
I
well,
rain on
why
your
did you
parade?
even have? Yeah,
because you
why
didn't make
did
$1.3
you even
million,
have-
that's why.
Yeah.
Why did you have to say
And it
that?
happens because, I've experienced it, but it's like, it's cool, but it's like, you know what, but that's what I'm saying. Like, as long as, you got to also factor in the thing that y'all are in a relationship, and let's consider it a real relationship where y'all love each other. So if your partner is trying to dub your shit every time he or she, has made more than you or has a bigger accolade than you, then that's not the right partner for you, because they're trying to push you down.
Yeah.
If it's like, oh, high five, bet, I love it, this is what I like to see, I'm proud of you, I'm gonna step my game up too. And now a week later, I come back and be like, yo, I told you I was gonna step my game up, I made 1.3.
Okay, but is that really a competition though?
It's a friendly competition.
It's a friendly competition.
Yeah.
Okay, well just make it sound friendly.
Well, that's what
make-
friendly competition is.
Make it sound friendly.
Like,
Because if I say I made, $1 million this week,
I
and you
remember-
said, oh yeah, well I made,
no,
$1 million,
that's
then it's just
I
like,
remember when
ew.
Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys first started seeing each other. Swiss is a good friend of mine.
No,
So, well,
no, we try not to use names.
no names.
Yeah.
Okay.
So two friends of yours were seeing each other.
But I know it's your personal experience, and these are close friends of yours.
That's his experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
great. So like, Jay-Z and Alicia Keys had Empire State,
That was a big song.
major,
That was a huge record.
and then Jay-Z wanted Venus versus Mars to be the second single, and Swiss said, "Yo, my boo got, you know what I'm saying? She did Empire State. I need on to the next one," which was Jay-Z and Swiss Beats.
Okay.
So he was just like,
So it's a
wifey got the
competitive-
first single, let me get the second single.
We compete.
I mean,
It's
is that competitiveness, or is that I just want to be popping like?
It's
That's just,
competitive.
I don't think that's just
I want-
putting a shorty on.
I want to read two things. I want to read the definition of help meet. Help.
It's a helpful companion.
Almost got weird.
Alan.
Yo, what are you guys?
Bro, like what do we do? All right, look, it's a biblical word. Help meet is an individual within a relationship that helps the other individual within the relationship on being a male in which the other being female created from male rib again.
Alan, it's a helpful companion.
It's a helpful companion.
It's a helpful companion.
Because I understand what the hell that was.
It's a helpful companion.
Wait, there's a problem. Wait, time out. I'm
what was
confused.
that?
It's a helpful companion.
No, I get that.
But is that seen as derogatory?
What
Like,
I'm
is
trying
that
to say,
like a
exactly, why is
negative?
that a problem? Help. I can't have a helpful companion.
All right, let me.
Why? Okay, go back to the question.
yeah, I'm
why
lost.
do so women have a problem being a helpful companion?
That's what I'm trying to
Look,
say.
look,
Like,
Al sent us. Big shout out to Al. Sent us $5 in the chat. Thank you. Help meet is in the Bible. It's the wife's role in the marriage.
you need to help.
So let's go to Fatty.
That's
Fatty,
it.
Fatty sent us €5. Big shout out to Fatty. Thanks for that. When women get more money than you, they usually go on a power trip. Am I saying all women? No, but most women. Most women. He put it in big caption. Most women will, and men know about it.
And that happens when men don't exude
Help
their
mate.
power in a
Some
relationship.
some people just shouldn't be with some people.
Word.
End of the day.
Facts.
And honestly,
Back to
I don't think that a
partnership.
help me is
Right?
is
Partnership.
negative. I don't think it should be negative. When it becomes
Amanda, I ain't gonna front though. You
You
look
just
like
said
you
that
trouble.
you were not gonna help nobody.
Amanda,
No, it's not that I won't.
Amanda, you
What
look
I
like
have
you
a-
It was a
trouble if your
problem
man's in
helping your
trouble.
partner. What are you talking about?
Okay, so let me clarify. I
No,
don't
Amanda
have
look like she
any-
trouble if her man is in trouble.
This is why they got us drinking.
Go ahead, let us
This is why
go.
y'all got us drinking. You speak the truth when you drinking. This is a trick.
No,
I knew it.
to
I knew
clarify,
it.
I
Something
don't
felt funny when I
have
walked in.
any-
I was set up. Give me that truth juice.
That's what you feel.
Truth juice.
Hey, I'm just.
That is the reason. But just to clarify, I don't have any problem helping my partner. I have a problem when my help is then turned into, what's the word I'm looking for?
Abuse?
Taking advantage.
You talking about?
How do
So
you
it's like, let me get $1, let me get $1.
So
now
why
you always feel
so
like
why you with
I'm-
that person? That's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't built to be with everybody.
Exactly.
If you have somebody that's willing to, there's a big word here, balance.
Let's talk about balance.
I'm balance king. I'm balance king. You're not gonna knock me off this tripwire. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that balance, what happens with balance? When one side goes up, the other side go down, whoever's on the other side gotta know how to, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta be balanced. If you're with somebody, you gotta be willing to help each other and communicate. And is it gonna be perfect? No, nobody's perfect. There's no perfect relationships. People are gonna argue. Heat of the moment sometimes, it can get crazy. All right, how about we talk about this when everybody's not hot?
So a question
And
for
let's
you.
get to it and fix the
All right,
situation.
Bobby, now I got a question for you about balance. Because I speak about balance, right? With
Balance
people.
is key.
Now,
Major.
Now, I looked at the Kabbalah, which I didn't understand, and I still don't understand the
Kabbalah is?
The Kabbalah is like a Jewish mysticism Bible.
Okay.
Right? And I read the Kabbalah, some of it, not a lot of it. But what I got from it was balance is not two things. See, you got to know how to balance your health. That's one aspect. Then you got to know how to balance your money. Then you got to balance your relationship. You got to balance your time. You got to balance. So some people's balancing scales have 35, 40 things on it. And if one thing is off balance, it could throw everything off balance.
What do you need to be successful is what you have to balance. So some people might say.
Say that one more time. Say for the people that didn't hear it.
So what exactly do you need to be successful? What are the aspects of what you need to balance? Like some people will include or disclude spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about money.
But people don't know how to balance spirituality.
So a lot of people don't. There's some people that don't believe in God.
Okay, which, that's their
Could still
thing.
be spiritual in a sense, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of aspects to it.
That was funny.
What's gonna make you happy? Now, all the things that provide balance in your life may not be the same things that provide balance in the other person's life, and chances are that's probably not gonna work.
So I have a question for you, right? And for all you guys, if you met someone and they told you, man, I don't know, well, for you, like she tells you and he tells you, or however it is, right? I don't know how to balance my time. You're like, okay. And guess what? I don't know how to balance my checkbook. Okay.
Dang.
I don't even know how to balance my health. Okay. So they got three things in their life that's imbalanced. Their financial situation is not balanced, and they could be making a lot of money, because I know people, everybody here knows people who make a lot of money and have a hard time balancing their money, right? They don't know how to balance anything in their life. And you're like, damn, do I bring that person balance? So I'm the stability that brings you balance, right?
You can assist. You can't make that person balance. You can assist. And now if that person has to want to be assisted.
What do you mean?
True, you can't help
They have
people
to be
that don't want to
receptive.
be.
You could tell somebody, you just started smoking wild cigarettes.
You're not balancing your health, right?
You're not balancing.
No disrespect to people
When I
who
met
smoke
you, you wasn't
cigarettes.
smoking cigarettes. Now you smoking cigarettes. Like your health is imbalanced. And I can say, okay, well, I can assist you in wanting to help you stop smoking cigarettes. That person may not want to stop smoking cigarettes.
You can't balance somebody's time.
I mean, it's so different.
No.
But that's
It is.
actually an addiction. It's hard to stop.
I mean, well,
But it's not impossible. You said hard.
It's hard.
this
but it's
goes
not
back
impossible.
to, again, first and foremost, I think that, in my opinion, that relationships are reciprocal. And they must be reciprocal. It's essential for any successful relationship. Everybody, what they need to receive is going to be different.
He's a guru. Reciprocal.
Yeah.
Nah, he knows his shit.
So like,
Don't do that.
Yo, he knows his shit. You gotta give him that though.
But what I'm saying is, and it's not just like relationships and a significant other. It's also relationships with your family, relationship with your friends. It needs to be reciprocal. So if I give, you also have to return, but it doesn't have to be the same thing, because what I may require could be different. So if I'm giving, let's just say that person who doesn't know how to balance their checkbook and their time management, whatever, but I'm the stability that knows how to balance that, right? But they reciprocate by giving me, maybe I'm just so boring and they give me an excitement and a joy of life that I never had. So their
excitement is real.
And that's how you get the
y'all know
balance.
some girls come into your life and just bring excitement, and you like shit. It's a different energy.
End all be all. You just want to have to. You just have to want to be with somebody. Yeah. I know somebody's parents that she used to talk about, that the father always cheated on the mother.
Oh, sad.
But he would never bring the nonsense home. Like, maybe
Did the mother ever find out?
She knew, but she was okay. Like,
she never got no phone calls.
He didn't bring it home. He paid the bills. He made sure she was happy, and however the hell.
Maybe that's what he needed to balance his relationship.
Most men do.
Not to sound chauvinist, but maybe that's what he needed to balance his relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was almost like, I know he's doing it, but I don't see it, and he's handling all his other business.
Can people handle that though? What people need? She handled
it, so people can.
Can people handle what they need to balance their relationship?
Some people are some like, look, if I don't know about it, then who cares? As long as you don't bring it home and you're doing everything you need to do.
I mean, but that's different than
I'm not saying that's right
about it.
I'm saying
it's kind of like knowing about it, but everything else.
It's a reality. That's what I'm trying to say. What it should be and what it is two different things.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody always talking about what it should be, but that's not what it is.
Everybody's different. Everybody likes different things.
Reality is different.
The only thing that separates it, right, is a person who knows what they want versus a person who knows what they need. Because when you know what you need, you don't care about what you want.
Guru.
So if his girl, if that girl,
I'm sorry.
If in that example, right, that guy, his wife, knows she needs the security and whatever else, all the aspect that he's bringing to the table, she might want a man who's faithful in a monogamous way.
What you been through, bro? You've been through some things, man. You've been through.
And to build,
I feel like you've been through some things.
No, he has. I learned a lot from Rico. Rico's doing that. He be breaking shit down. I be like, damn, very insightful.
You've learned a lot,
especially when it came to
I learned from y'all.
To being raised on love and survival. But that's how you just said, both of you guys just said, that kind of I want to really push on and just kind of touch on. Some people don't need money to balance their relationship.
No.
Yep.
So that's why if they have it or don't, it doesn't mess up their relationship. And some people do need money to balance their relationship. So a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, she or he needs money to balance that because that's what it's set on.
So sad.
So think about it for a second. Some people need different things, right? So there's some men, all they need, going on your example, is respect to balance that relationship. Like as long as there's respect, our relationship is balanced. The minute there's no respect.
But the thing is, if there's respect, then everything else falls into position.
But some women don't give respect, and some men don't give respect. Some men will have a girl send them a pussy pic while their woman is right there.
Chill, bro. You know.
I mean, maybe he didn't know what was coming. But.
So I'm thinking about that because I keep going back to the financial abuse. Like that abuse, I don't know where it's coming from. Where the balance is like.
We can't save the earth, man. We can't save the earth.
In his example, I think that woman, she valued security. So as long as everything was taken care of at home, it didn't bother her much. Or maybe it just wasn't much of a factor to her that he was cheating because he never brought it home. He respected her enough to not bring it home. and everything else in the relationship was taken care of.
Okay.
You know what I'm thinking about?
Because, yeah, that shit got me going all over in my brain
think
right
that
now. I'm thinking about this
The
shit.
reason why people, men and women, both end up experiencing financial abuse, and whether they're the one giving it or the one taking it, and it's because I say this all the time, like, it's an old saying, people don't know how to be cool how they be cool, right? If you could be cool how you be cool, nothing else is going to get you off your rocker. You're going to be you. So when you're you don't need outside materialistic things to float your boat and to ride your wave, because you are you. See, a lot of guys will use money to get a type of woman that they can't attract, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of guys will use money to try to keep a woman that they can't attract.
So do those guys need money to balance a beautiful woman?
What they need is to be cool how they need to be cool.
What if you can't be cool?
Because no. Be cool how you be cool. You could wear an ugly sweater every day. I could wear a Gucci sweater every day, right? But just because you put on a Gucci sweater doesn't make you any cooler now. Mm. But no, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna attract somebody who's gonna see you for you the more time that they spend with you, and that's gonna cost you more money. Now you have to shell out.
I don't know.
You fell into the trap,
Rico, I had this thing that happened that changed my perspective on life. My sophomore year in high school.
Oh my God.
Dead ass serious. Summer school
traumatic.
shit.
I put my cup down.
It might have been traumatic. Dead ass. Now I'm thinking about it.
What you about to say?
Yo, this girl, she was new to the school, summer school. I was like, damn, I'm gonna try to get that now, or at least I'm gonna say, if I don't get it now, I'm definitely gonna get it in September, when we all get back to school. But everybody was going hard.
Definitely get it in September.
Bruh, see, I could talk about that because it's a long time ago. I don't even know where none of these people are, right?
Mm-hmm. She's actually downstairs.
Everybody going at it. Yo, trying to get short. So I'm talking to her, and I'm spitting.
He's working.
I'm like, nah. She's like, nah.
What that sound like?
I was just about to say, what you was saying?
I was like, yo,
I was like, where you from? All of that, right?
I can meet you after second period.
This dude, I remember his name. I can say his name. I don't know. His name was Sherman. A little short dude.
Sounds like a Sherman.
He was just like, he came up to me and he was like, you don't get it. That's me, I'm gonna get that. I was like, please. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this dude pulled up in a 4-door Legend. That girl used to sit in that car every day.
Yeah, she was.
I was just like, it messed my brain up because I didn't get it. And I was young, I was 16, right? I was 15 or 16. I'm like, damn, how you go with that? Not that he was an ugly dude, but it was just like, how you go with that over a fly dude who's talking to you?
Yo, imagine keeping some.
So he knew how to balance himself. The reason what I'm saying is like, I'm more defending him. He knew what he needed to do to get what he wanted. So I wouldn't judge him.
That's not what he needs,
because a guy like that could win through life for the rest of his life.
Alan, that's not what he needs.
But that's what works for him, maybe.
What he wants and what he needs is different. And he's doing all these things to get what he wants, and he will never be able to keep it.
But I mean, he's 60
What if he never
years
lose
old.
what he has?
Ain't nobody thinking about
mean?
keeping nothing.
Well, if it's temporary, it's different. You know what I'm saying?
All
I'll never forget.
Temporary is different.
I never forget. I dated this girl, and she. I'll never forget. She's like, oh, I remember when I was in college. When I first saw you, you had the whip. You used to wear all of this nice designer stuff. You had your cell phone and I was like, yeah.
You feeling good.
You see me. You know what I'm saying? But I was young. You know what I'm saying? And then, and she was a beautiful woman, beautiful girl. So the second that like, all that attraction was great, the second that I had a bump in the road, it turned into you broke, you can't take me to a movie, like it got crazy. And then she saw me as Bobby Trends in the club. And she walked in and she cried. And she was just like,
Did you forgive her?
I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm
so sorry.
I'm so sorry I didn't believe in you.
Yeah, because she sees you when you're doing your thing.
Right.
So as a man, did you leave that alone, or did you just like, yo, you gotta make that up?
You gotta make it up and then leave it alone.
She said she wanted. She said I gotta hold you. She hit me on some. I just want to catch up with you. It's been so long. I want to talk to you and see how everything was. Next thing you know, we in the car and she topping me. And I didn't expect it. But then she wanted to go upstairs. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I want you to see where I'm live. Then you
But
drop
it
her
wasn't
home,
about.
and then you never.
No, because at that point I just felt weird. I was like,
But did you like her? Like, did you see her as somebody you could have been with?
back then, but I was young. I was like a kid.
But now, not on you, but on her. I want to say, and Amanda's here, that wouldn't, if she was in a position where she's crying, all she had to do is be with someone who, because men love hard.
Listen, I'm a nice guy. I really felt like she was being sincere.
No, but what I'm saying is, what
She's sorry.
I'm a nice guy.
But if she had stayed, Rico, if she had stayed with him, right, then it's a whole different game.
But that's because if she's, listen, man, I'm saying this to you and you keep on, I don't know why you don't want to let me stick this out.
Go ahead.
It wasn't what he needed.
Nah, that's not what I needed.
See, it's what he
Yeah,
wanted.
I mean, in college,
I'm gonna tell you what I needed,
that
though.
wasn't what you
It was
needed.
never
All right.
going to stay.
I'm gonna tell you what I
Because
needed.
it's not what he
It's
needed.
not what he needed, because it's not
You could
for
tell
him.
there wasn't nothing
She was there
good
for what
going
he
on with her.
possessed.
But I was young. I
So the
didn't get
guy
it.
in the
I didn't
legend
get
got
it.
what he wanted.
Because of what he possessed. Material, what he possessed outside of himself.
So I got to read this real quick. Fisherman, thank you, sent us a super chat for $4.99. What we need to stop making things about money. That's why women can't make good choices, because they only see material things.
I
We have
agree.
one-
Sometimes
we'll
we
talk
need to
to them.
take money out of the equation.
But here's the thing: you're talking about.
Women can never.
There's levels of money, though. You got to talk
can.
about different levels of
So I'm
money.
on it.
Because if you're talking about luxury, then that's different. If you're talking about comfortability, there's levels of comfortability also. What are you comfortable with?
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I always wanted more, right? Like, I want a lot. And then as I grew, I started to realize, well, I don't really need those things. And I respect the person that has the regular job if they're happy with it. Some people just want their family life to be good, and they want to work their 9 to 5 and come home and have dinner and watch TV.
That's a beautiful thing, though.
It is a beautiful thing.
To me, that's a beautiful
Right.
thing.
So like, but the problem with me is that sometimes I see potential in people where I feel like they could be doing better. And I had to realize that that's just the
dinner
potential that I like for myself, and I know I can get more. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then I've owned huge homes in my life, and now I'm in an apartment because I don't want a huge home like anymore. But now I do again. So things change. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like
Now I do again.
but I can do whatever I want.
Because you have the flexibility.
Right.
But
I'm gonna work for what I want.
I think, like,
And figure it out. That's the part that keeps your
The
girl.
figuring out part is the key part.
Yo, imagine, I've had business partners that I was like, I gotta do all the work because you can't figure it out.
yeah, but the problem is, Rico, my thing is, what if you figured it out?
Always gonna figure
right?
it out.
And you'll see these guys, especially down in Miami, and this is a no judgment, no ageism, right? Definitely no ageism, bruh. You go to Bal Harbor in Miami and that little restaurant right outside by the St. Regis, bruh. The girls be like 40 years younger than these dudes, right? Or 30 years younger. And it's fine. It's not a judgment thing.
It is.
It's really not. But what I'm saying is, like, they were so busy getting rich, they didn't have time to figure out how to get a woman and build a relationship. You really, because let me tell you, those guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Those guys, in my opinion, who, let's say, in their 60s and 70s and they're dating young women, if those same beautiful young women came to them when they were in their 20s and 30s, those guys was ice cold because they were about getting their money. They didn't think about all of
That
that.
sounds good, but that's not how.
No, but no,
That's-
sometimes that
let's talk
really
about
is how it
reality.
is,
No,
though.
very
How it is and how we want it to be.
That is some
Very few.
people's reality, though. Some
Very
people
few,
are
right.
very busy on their career and what it takes to make the money that they desire to have a life that they desire.
Like some dudes,
That they're not
so
into
busy getting money, they can't even think about that. And I'm gonna tell you why. There's this guy that we all hung out with, and he's a super rich dude. And I was ignorant because when we used to hang out, it'd be all these beautiful girls there. I'm like, damn, you mad old? Like, well, you got all these young girls around you all the time. Then he told me, he was like, yo, look, man, I did my bid. His exact words. I did my bid. I hustled. I built this company. I put everything I had. But you know what he didn't do? He didn't enjoy his life. He didn't party. He didn't hang out. He didn't do anything. I'm like, bro, that couldn't be me. I can't do it.
Alan, you
Not
know
for
what
no
that sounds
money.
like? That sounds like this.
Go ahead.
That sounds like this.
Poetic.
I worked, first of all, it sounds poetic. And the
sounds
only
poetic.
thing I hear is, I worked for 25 years at this job that I hated, and now I retired, and now I'm gonna go on vacation because I couldn't go on vacation before. That's the same thing, but with women, that you're giving these guys this little outlet. I was trying to make money for X amount of years, so I never got to experience women and being young. You missed out. You need to live life backwards.
What do you mean?
You need to enjoy your life now, whenever now is.
Okay, speak on
Because
it.
the money is always there.
Because when you're,
We don't have
You already
money
made the money.
shortages.
Yeah.
you're gonna make money if you know how to make money. You know what I'm saying?
It goes back to balance.
But we
Yeah, it
only
goes back to
have,
balance.
we only
Back to
have
balance,
a certain
yeah.
amount of time to be young.
Speak on it.
No, I'm gonna speak on it because Alan specifically tells me he doesn't want me to go on vacations and to carnival and stuff like this.
Why?
I'm enjoying my
Why not?
young
Why?
time because he wants me to be focused
On work.
on work. Yeah,
You can do both,
I can, right?
but do you?
But I do.
Say it one more time, Rico. 'Cause if we want to go in that conversation,
But I do.
we have a guest, so we don't want to air out or eat at the table dirty laundry. But if we want to go there,
Exactly.
speak on it, Rico.
I think I do.
Yeah.
I enjoy myself.
You think?
I am in my 20s. I'm the youngest one here, but it doesn't matter because we're all young and we all enjoy our lives.
But enjoying
Yeah.
and overindulging is different.
Say it one more time.
Overindulgent.
Overindulgent. All I say is this. I
Guru.
say Amanda is gifted, smart.
I don't overindulge.
Yes, you do. Listen, I overindulged the whole 2019. You know what I'm saying? I know what it looks like when you're overindulging.
Look, let me.
it look like?
And the thing is, like, look, and I'll say this to you right now, right? I'll say this to you. Look, me, I'm 44, right? And I've overindulged. But I made it out. I'm like, how, God? I don't even know. And I said, like, I feel like I made it by the little string of a hair.
Like,
And I made it, and I'm like, holy shit,
Thank
I
God.
actually made it. And then I think back to myself, sometimes when I go to sleep, I can have a nightmare. Because I'm like, shit, how the fuck did I make it?
That's crazy.
Because those partying and hanging out and trips and flying and all of that, I'm like, ask me would I take the same risk today? I'm like, hell no. So naturally for me, I'm gonna be like, Amanda, do it, but don't do it too hard.
It's balance.
yeah,
It's
it's
balance.
and you gotta balance. You gotta balance.
You know what I'm saying? I just be like, don't do it too hard, because I'm telling you, I just be like, damn,
I done had to repeat.
I believe in God.
God, oh my
Let's just
Lord.
say that.
Karma is real.
Yo, I be like, I believe in God. And I'm like, damn, you kind of just went too hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe that, like,
I do believe in God.
I could have been a millionaire
I
5
got
years
me.
ago. I could have been a millionaire 5 years ago.
Of course, yeah.
But I was making the wrong decisions, overindulging in different things in my life that was forcing me to repeat the process again and again. And it'd be every time I got to a new height,
You got to repeat that.
then I go through a process, and then I go back down. Then I got to go up here. Then I go back down. Then I go up here because I wasn't learning how to just maintain and keep going up instead of going up to go back down to repeat everything. It takes too long.
So have you been with your wife through your process of?
I met my wife when I was 17.
So she saw the ride.
She's in ups, down, ups, down, ups, down. The thing about the ups and downs,
So you.
but we
a great example
broke,
of.
yeah, like we broken
of an
up and took
incredible-
breaks and hated each other, loved each other,
Figure it
hated
out.
each other, loved each
Figure it out.
other.
That's key.
And-
You're a success story.
And it goes up and down, and we go through it. And
She was a partner.
That means you guys were partners and always want.
was a partner.
You guys really want to be together.
well, let
you
me tell
telling
you
me
one thing
that?
that she did.
great.
She's a very strong
Why you
woman.
telling
I'm gonna
me?
tell you. I want to read this from.
Pisces.
I want to read this from Fatty, but I'm gonna tell you one thing that she did. I remember we went to this restaurant in Jersey, Bonefish, early on, and
Oh, yeah.
what was that Bonefish? And I was down. I was like, it's over for me. I'm finished out here in these streets. I'm finished. I went up. I looked at her. I said, "Think out." She's like, "Don't start that shit and don't do that shit. Get yourself together. And when you find yourself together, keep yourself together." I was like, she's like, you believe me, I'm your wife. If I don't want to hear it, the world don't want to hear it. Get yourself together. I was like, what?
What am I gonna do?
And that stuck with me. Because I know if she had let me go down that slip,
You guys are best friends.
No, we box it out.
They are.
They're best partners.
Best friends. Best
I want to
friends.
read.
I heard a saying that says,
She about to beat
people
you up tonight.
usually,
Facts. You watching right now, like,
No, she's white. We
people will never kill somebody that they like,
facts.
but they'll kill somebody they love.
She probably want to kill me every
I'll
day.
kill
She
somebody
gotta
I
kill
love.
me tonight.
Facts.
Crazy.
I want to read this. So Fatty sent us €5. Big shout out to Fatty. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna have to send you a poster or something.
For real, we gotta do that. We gotta do that. For men, a big part of love, in all caption, is the ability to take care of someone. For a woman, the big part of love, in big caption, is to be taken care of. We don't love the same.
Okay, Fatty. Okay, Fatty.
All right, Fatty, I'm not really with you on that. I love to be taken care of.
I wouldn't agree. I don't love by taking. I like being cared for.
Come on, Amanda.
No, I don't. I actually,
Here we go.
I'm like, I
have
don't
you
want to
loved
say, but
somebody yet?
I have like
She's
a
21.
mom
No, you ain't love nobody yet.
kind of like loving me. So like, I care for
Doesn't matter.
people. Like, I don't say I'm not loved if I'm not taken care of. Like, that's not me.
You gonna remember this whole thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
like-
recorded, so.
Yeah, 7 years.
We need to go back to it and reference some.
Look, I
We
think,
gonna put you in the group chat. Like, remember you said this?
Bobby, I got a question for you.
Episode so and so
Bobby, I
at
got a
an
question for
hour
you.
and 27 minutes.
Do you think that a man taking his money to take care of a woman that he loves, not because he needs to, but he wants to, shows her that he loves her because a woman respects how hard a man grinds,
There's so many parts to that, man.
right?
Yeah.
Like if you buy a woman, like I'm sorry, if you buy a woman a $5,000 Chanel bag or $7,000 Chanel bag, right?
What's the saying? If I gave you $20 and all I had was $25, that's different.
Okay.
If I give you $5,000 and I got $5 million, that
It
was
ain't
easy.
nothing.
It's about what you had to do to get the money and how you allowed her to use it.
Guru.
And why.
Guru.
And is that what she
Y'all are
connects to
annoying.
with you?
Say again?
Is that what she connects to with you? Like she
I
feels
think,
that
like I
he
said-
would do anything.
I've said it before. They have to understand your come up.
I agree.
If they understand your come up and understand like what it took for you to get that, then they would appreciate it more. I think. Not that they wouldn't appreciate it if they didn't know. I think the appreciation is different if they understand what it
agree
took
with
for you to get it.
Do you think that when it comes to all of that, women talking reckless, financial abuse, and acting crazy and being crazy, and I guess no one more than I could ask than a woman, and I'm being for real right now, right? And as a man, I'm asking, and there's 3 guys on the panel, well, 2, and I'm asking questions, so it's kind of like 3 of us, right?
It is 3 of you guys.
Do you think that women really don't know what they got when they got it, when they got a good man? Like women
Till they lose
really
it?
do not know when they have a good man?
I think a woman always knows when she has a good man. I don't think that she is not appreciating when she should be.
I agree.
But I don't think that she doesn't know what she has. She knows. She's just not appreciating him when she should be. That low that he's feeling, that, he lost whatever and can't take care of her, she went about it the wrong way with being,
Chatty.
verbally
Running him out.
abusive, financially
Abusive.
abusive,
Why you need my debit card?
yeah.
Why you need my credit card?
Max it out.
I'll max that
Because-
shit
We're
right
in the
out.
same position now. Let's build together.
That's the balance.
Right, and that kind of chat, but she's not being appreciative of it. Honestly, it wouldn't be a huge deal if the guy didn't bring so much to the table with the job. Because without the job, if you feel this strongly about them not having a job, it's because they were the primary caretaker of the relationship. And you didn't appreciate that before. But, you know, now that they're gone,
So what do you think?
realize that was a good man.
The girl that Bobby Trends had during that time, she didn't know he was a good guy?
No, she did. She just didn't believe.
No. I don't think
You don't think she knew he was a good guy? She cried and apologized, and topped him off. So that's like a
That's a great way
But that's not knowing that he was a good guy. That was
not believing in his future.
Yeah, not believing in his.
But did she know he was a good guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't a good girl.
Unless besides the money, he was an asshole.
Is the almost the abuse part.
Right? So this is, again, it goes back to Rico. Why are 50% of women, don't quote me, but I know I'm very close, 50% of women in the United States are single?
Because they want money. And there's only, 9%, 10% of people in America that make over 6 figures?
10%, less than 10%.
There's less than 10% of people that make 6 figures out of 350 million, and 50% of women want somebody with 6 figures.
Yeah.
So the balance is not there.
Many women look for relationships that they know that they can be taken care of. They look for a financially,
Which is fair to
but
do.
not even
I think
a
it's fair.
financially stable man. They look for a man that they know will make enough to cover himself and her.
I think women, those women that you're, not all women, the women that you're speaking about, the 50% that are single, there's 3 factors I'm gonna say on why they're single.
Okay.
They want somebody who already has it together, not knowing it takes time to put it together.
And then they didn't see it either.
Say that one more time, Rico. Say that one more time. What they want?
They want somebody who has it together, not knowing that it takes time to put it together.
Okay.
They also want something that is unrealistic
Okay.
with you know, the norm. So 100 and 200, let's say they suffer from greed, $100,000 or $200,000 a year that your spouse is making is good enough money to be comfortable, to live within a comfortable means. But they want private jets and they want yachts and vacations every week. It's not realistic.
It's being
Where
greedy
y'all
at this
finding
point.
these girls at? Who be wanting private jets?
I mean, because it's easy to get
But
on
don't get it
private
messed
jet.
up. Like I feel like when I said earlier, I said a woman has to understand your come up, like to respect.
I love
it more.
that, by the way, because
And I
I
agree.
think that a lot of men don't want to tell a woman their come up,
No, they do.
right? Like, for example, if a guy has to go, like, let's say I'm doing a, what's up? All right, let me read the questions real quick. The producer's over there saying read the question. Fatty, big shout out. Thank you so much. €5. Question to Amanda. If you don't want to be cared for, Amanda, this question is for you.
Okay.
If you
love
don't
it
want to
at
be
the table.
cared for in that way, would you date a broke man with ambition right now, today, Monday, December 13, 2021? Would you date a man with ambition?
Do we have to call him broke? Can he just be regular?
BROKE.
Can he be a regular guy?
Yeah, can he be a
All
regular
right,
guy?
he makes less than $20,000 a year.
I don't like that word broke either.
Exactly.
What if he's
Because
unemployed?
who wants to
How about
go
we say
into a
unemployed?
relationship with someone who's
And,
broke?
and unemployed. man.
Unemployed.
Unemployment. You get an unemployment check.
He gets unemployment.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. He's okay with me.
He's okay with you?
All right. And then the next question comes from Mr. DC Comics. He sent us $10. Thank you so much. Please send us your question in the super chat.
DC
Definitely
Comics.
show us love.
No,
She
yeah,
did.
yeah, I did. Yeah,
She said she gonna ride.
I'm a ride.
Amanda said she gonna ride.
Get
As long
an
as you got
unemployment check.
She gonna ride for 6 months.
You know what we should call it? No. Amanda,
GM gonna be
Amanda
full
will ride
of
with you
broke dudes
forever.
now.
And Amanda, I'm not taking a shot at you when I say this. Amanda will ride with you
it is
forever.
true.
As long as it's Dutch. As long as you got your half, she got hers, she's good.
You like that?
I do.
That's
no.
cap. Amanda would definitely Amanda will look, don't let Amanda
Listen,
fool you.
Amanda wants you to go
don't-
Dutch.
I don't like the idea of me bringing more to the table and me having more, but I am all about what else you bring to the table. If I really love you, then I am staying. I am gonna be there.
Do you mind going Dutch with somebody?
What if he's broke and his sex is incredible?
She gonna keep on dishing it out.
But if there's something to stay for. Hello, you not hearing me?
Okay.
That fixes a lot of hostility.
No, sex.
Yeah.
No, sex is.
Sex is a whole nother
Sex is
show.
a whole
It's another
thing.
show.
Yeah, but yeah, that actually is. But I'm just gonna say one thing, and I want to read this next, but I'm just gonna say one thing. Wait, what happened? Where did it go? I think I lost it. We had. Okay.
Well, why you get that? I just had to say something because I just thought about it, and I don't think, like, I really stand on what he says. A woman needs to know your journey. See, my thing is, I believe every guy who's had their journey and their hardships, I never met somebody that's successful, that went through, that started, from ground zero or whatever, and don't tell that story.
Yeah, but can we tell guys that it's okay to tell your story to a woman?
I think guys, but this is the thing.
Ooh, what
That
about
story
this?
is
What
something you
about
should wanna
what
tell.
about
I
if
don't
the
know why
dude
they
didn't
would
have
not
a
tell the
journey?
story.
That's what I'm saying.
And he came from money.
That's what I'm saying. See, and that's what I'm trying to get at, because what he's saying is
Different, too.
the people and the people who don't have a journey, who had a hand me out, they value money a lot less.
That's not. Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I
they
think
look at
so.
it a lot less, because it's the same thing as like, yo, if you gave me $50, I'd probably blow it today, right? But if I worked 5 hours for $10 an hour for the $50, I'm going to save it. Because all money that's earned, or everything that's earned, you tend to hold on to a little bit longer. So when you have a journey like that, you're gonna tell everybody, because you're proud of yourself. Even if you want to
I don't want to shame somebody who comes from money, right?
I'm not shaming
Because
them, but,
I say this to people.
They just have a different attitude.
No, look, this is the philosophy that I've heard, Rico, and you guys tell me what you think of it, right? They say the father builds it. No, they say the grandfather builds it, the father doubles it, and the grandchildren fuck it up.
You lose it. I heard that the other day.
Because just because you got a lot of money, you could be a walking fuck up.
All this generational wealth.
It's very difficult to do. That's one of the most difficult things
but
to
you
do.
know what that just says to me?
Go ahead.
You had 3 generations of money.
Yeah, the first generation makes it. The second generation doubles it. The third
But
generation fucks
why?
it up.
You know why? Let's put personalities with it, right? The first one builds it. Usually the son of that is going to watch somewhat of the building.
Facts.
So that makes
on
it's
it.
important for him to double it.
Facts.
The grandchild
Experienced it.
never saw
Didn't see
nothing.
it.
He just came here with $30 million already to the family's name. He doesn't have to value. He never had the journey.
But let me ask you a question. What if you met Amanda and she was the granddaughter of someone who's a billionaire? She was worth a lot of money and she outworked everybody you knew.
So that happens.
Would you give her respect?
Yes, because that happens.
So you respect the work, not the money.
Yeah, of course. The money means nothing
Okay.
without the work.
But people don't understand that, right?
we
People,
don't understand.
money's important. Money's very, very important. I don't want to say money's not important. I don't want to say power's not important.
But work is more
But I
important.
think that money to me, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, is very misleading.
Yes, I agree.
Money almost validate things in relationships that should not be validated. Money is like a stamp on things that should not be stamped, right? Because you can't really kind of check it because it's money. What you gonna do? It's money. So my thing in relationships, when women are out here, they're looking for guys with so much money. I agree with that, and I agree with what you said. No woman should be with a dude that's broke, right? But
I don't agree with that. It depends on how old you are.
But here's the thing: is like
depends on how old you are.
How long you gonna be broke for?
Exactly. If you're 24 and you're broke, thug it out.
And then you're 28 and you still broke.
That's a problem. Or it's the signs of a problem.
Yeah.
If you're 32 and you're broke, 33, 34, 35 and you're broke, don't date him.
Oh.
My opinion.
speak on it.
You know what I'm saying?
So we make too many excuses, right?
I think that right now it's the microwave era. Everybody wants it right now. It's instant.
I think that shit's coming to an end. I think social media is cool. I think I love social media. I really do. I love social media.
Yeah.
I think social
There was
media.
a rude awakening through the pandemic.
Yeah, I think social media, when it started, was so young and exciting. But
PPP
social
dried
media is
up.
growing up.
PPP dried up.
Yeah.
And social media is growing up. And people are waking up like, yo, shit gotta get real. I wanna read these. I wanna read, big shout out to Fatty. €5. Thank you,
Fatty,
Fatty
G.
from the UK. Thank you, big support. We gotta. Rico said he's sending you a poster. We sending you a poster.
I got something for Fatty.
All right, cool.
Tune in next week.
So
I got something.
we're gonna say, Fatty said the girl that cried in the car was victim of her own hypergamy. She thought she could do better, and it's talking about you. Oh shit! This is for Bobby. The girl that cried in the car was a victim of her own hypergamy. She thought she could do better when you blew up. She cried because she lost the last train.
Oof.
That's tough.
Whatever.
Now
Get on the
she
bleachers.
still did decent for herself.
Decent is not good enough,
Oh, I had
Bobby.
asked you that. I said, how was she like for herself?
Here's the
At the
thing.
time.
Karma is real. love.
Everything but she wanted less until she met me, and I showed her how to want more, and she got to a point where she thought she'd never be.
So she did okay.
So I think but I think that it capped her where I left her.
Damn.
And then when I continued to grow, I think the crying was more about, well, I want to learn how to grow more, and I don't know how to because I got bums around me.
I chose the wrong circle.
That's choosing your circle
your
is
energy.
tough.
You
So
could
she
have
was
been my
crying because of her own
Jay-Z.
decision.
You feel me? I'm not done growing either, so she's gonna cry some more.
Speak on it. Say it one more time.
Shake the Block music
Say
is
one
here.
more time.
I got
Say it.
artists.
Say
It's
one
gonna
more
get
time.
crazy. It's gonna get crazy.
Say one more
You finna
time.
shake the block.
I haven't reached my peak yet.
Just started.
I'm just getting started.
Listen, I got
just
so much
started.
more to. Shake the Block music is here. I have artists at the Rich Lex, and I have a couple other artists that's on the way. So it's gonna get crazy. I'm sorry in
I'm
advance.
sorry.
You know one of the most
sorry.
misleading.
I'm
I'm sorry if you doubted me.
Like,
So apology
feel
to
me?
Amanda, this is one of the most
Shameless plug.
misleading datas.
love
I don't
it.
have the actual number, but this is very close to the number. Do you know that most self reach that status until 56 years old?
Don't tell me that.
Do you know that Warren
But it is
Buffett,
true,
the
though.
richest guy in the world, this is actual fact. Warren Buffett, the actual richest guy in the world at that time back then. Do you know that he made 90% of his money after 65? 90%.
I mean, I'm cool with that if my other 10%
I really
was 60
hate
million.
that. No, but
No,
I
you
hate
living good
that
though.
because
Don't get me wrong. Like if
What
you're gonna be a
I'ma do with all that
billionaire
money
and you
that
living on
old?
100 million for 20 years.
That's perfectly fine.
Right,
with
let's
me.
be.
want
I'm
that
not
money
saying
right
that
now.
you're not at zero.
Word.
You're living on 100 million for 20 years.
Yeah,
and
I'm-
finally on the 21st year.
I get $1 billion.
Yeah,
That's cool. I'm rocking
you
with
doing
that.
good. All right, I want to read these. Fisherman says the double standard though. LOL. Most women want a man that makes more, but he don't want to complain about you making less. We don't care about that, to be honest. A man doesn't care if you make less money than him.
Nah, I don't.
I don't think a man cares if you make less money.
Like a man to speak for himself.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a man, so I don't feel like I can, but I don't know why a man wouldn't care less that you make what you make. Not that you make less, because, okay, say a man does really well for himself. So maybe, yeah, majority of the people that he date would make less than him. But what if you're making like close to like nothing? Like you're big time, you're making a lot of money and
If I'm making a lot, I don't care if you're making $1 an hour.
It's how you hold yourself. How
I
you
don't.
as a person.
Like
I do.
To me, I feel like
You
this,
would,
and
right?
this is where it's different, right? And I definitely respect and follow Rico's theory. But my thing is, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, for me, it doesn't matter who brings the money home, if it's me or my woman. But the money needs to come to the house.
Facts.
I'm not gonna disrespect you if I bring it, and you can't disrespect me if you bring it. But I don't care who. Like if $500,000 a year come in this house, it doesn't matter who brings it in.
it's our money.
We need $500 to come into this house. If $499 is coming from her, then it's coming from her. If $499 is coming from me, then it's coming from me. We need this money to come in the house, and we need to build a life off of that, so we can pass it on to the next generation. And
So our grandkids
that's
will
just
fuck it
that's
up.
just
But
how
here-
that
here's-
only
here's the
works
key.
for a married couple though.
Here's the
any.
here's the
Thank
key.
you.
Works for any couple.
It's,
Nah, any
about,
couple.
It's
You
about,
ain't gonna-
it's about a support system. Because
if
at the end of the day, if you have to go through something to make that type of money. So that other person has to be there to support you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or however the hell else they're going. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna hold you down.
Yeah, you gotta hold you down. Like that's the key.
I just feel like with a married couple in a marriage, we are legally bonded. Your money is my money.
That's not
You
true,
signed
though.
that prenup.
If
What money is your money?
There's people that
No,
are
but
together
I
forever
mean-
don't get married, don't have kids,
Yep.
and have assets together.
I mean, but that's your choice to not get married because that sounds like
No,
a marriage.
what-
But I'm saying if it's just regular boyfriend, girlfriend stuff,
Boyfriend,
I don't
girlfriend.
think that you should be watching my money to decide what
bugging.
you can now do with your life.
Wait.
But do you
Amanda,
want to build
boyfriend,
with this
girlfriend.
person or do you want to fling with this person?
Yeah, Amanda, can I just say something to you real quick?
True.
Amanda, can I say something to you?
Okay. Go
If
ahead.
you're dating a guy who is a guy like I was when I was single,
Oh my God.
and you were making a lot of money, you booking the trip and the hotel, and we're going.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be there's nothing. It's our money.
So,
You understand? I come up
P.I.
and I come home and I just be like, yo, look, you like, what's up? Yo, I just came up on this $5,000, $10,000. It's still our money. I'm not gonna give it to the other girl. I'm gonna spend with you. I'm gonna chill with you. And if it's not like that, then you need to find another guy who lets you do something
Oh
different.
no, Alan, it is like that.
Okay, no, hold on. I'm not even agreeing yet because you're not winning me over.
I'm not trying to win you over. I'm just
Okay,
trying to.
so
go ahead.
say
I'm telling you.
you're bringing in a lot of the money, and you like, okay, I'm paying my mom's rent. I'm giving my mom $5,000.
damn, what
Do
she
you
doing?
think that I have the
Nice.
right to say,
Manhattan?
like, what? You giving your mom $5,000? Her rent is only $1,500. Why are you giving her
That's my
$5,000?
mother.
But do you think I have the right to say anything about that?
Yeah,
It's your
yeah.
money.
No.
I had a situation like that recently. Whoa. No, first of all, the last thing you're going to be doing is giving that anywhere else. Keep it here.
And you could bring some sense into me, right? And that's what I'm saying. That's messed up. Like you could bring some sense into me into a sense like this. You could be like,
Alan.
just you could say, listen, I know you want to give your mother, and this is why I think women don't
Goes back to
understand.
balance, though. It's all balance.
You could just say, listen, I know you want to give your mom
try to.
$5,000, but we got a lot of things going on our side. Your mom's rent is only $1,500. I'm not trying to push up on your mother. I know you respect and love your mother, but do you mind that you maybe give her $2,500 and we hold the other $2,500 to our savings
And balance.
And I'm gonna be like, damn, you know that's my mother. And you're gonna say, baby, I know that's your mother, and I know you're emotional about your mother, but your mother's gonna be okay with that extra $1,000.
And here's the other thing.
And I might just be like, all right,
The other
cool.
2,500.
I would have said, bitch,
Could-
you gonna be okay.
Now, if
I'm
it's just
giving it to
2,500, there's a difference. Like we need that 2,500 because we're
saving
behind.
for
Because we're
something.
behind on bills.
And we need to pay
Or is
this.
that? Dang, that 2,500. I want
No,
to.
that
Or
I
it could be.
understand. But if you with the money are making, you're making the
listen
decision.
to you.
Or it
gotta
could be that we can't
remember.
go on vacation because you gave your.
Okay, so
mother
but you
extra
got the money, but I'm the one
2,500.
giving you the financial
different.
advice.
You know the best way I could put it before I read this, Rico?
I
If you
can't.
tell me this makes sense, I feel like in a relationship, if you're with somebody that makes a lot of money, they become CEO of your relationship. They don't own the company, but they CEO. They have decision power.
Yeah.
If
They're
you
the
can't-
decision maker.
Why would you award somebody a CEO position that you don't trust?
Facts. Dang.
Yeah, and that's what comes with a man. You know what I'm saying? When you're a man,
I'm
you
CEO
get
of
the
your life.
CEO regardless.
So I'm taking your.
So what's yours is mine.
I'm CEO of your
And you're
life.
a Gemini, so I don't know why you're acting like you're not gonna give your
I'm gonna
last.
read this,
What that
Rico.
mean?
Rico, let me read this.
Give her last one.
It has
Fatty-
to make sense.
It always makes sense when you're the CEO.
Big shout out to Fatty.
Well, I'm
Women don't
always the CEO.
care.
I don't know what it
Fatty
means to
going
not be
in.
the CEO.
Yeah, Fatty.
so-
No, Fatty sent us
That's the
€5. Thank you, Fatty. Women
know
don't
what
care. Where's it at?
Women don't care.
All right, women don't care about your struggle. They will sit at the finish line and pick the winner.
Damn.
Oh, man,
a
that's
tweet.
kind of hard. Damn. Women do not care about your struggle, but they will sit at the finish line and pick the winner. That one was hard.
They're gonna go
I've never
back-
heard that one.
Tell them that woman will be back at the race.
Y'all making
10
women
times.
seem harsh, and I know I made myself
Those
harsh.
are those basketball wives.
Yeah.
We got one
Those
more.
are the ones that
different.
cried in the car.
We got one more. We got Rajay Creed, RAJE', I should say, sent us $4.99. Thank you so much, guys. Super chat, definitely send us a super chat for your questions. We appreciate it. Thank you. Dating a loose form. Dating. I think dating is a loose form of prostitution.
Damn.
Hey,
What's your name?
No, but think about it.
What's your name?
Rajay Creed say dating is a loose form of prostitution.
No, dating is a loose form of prostitution.
Damn.
No, hold on.
I like that.
No, it's a loose form of
Because
prostitution.
dating, you have to be very strategic when you're dating. That
You're a
does not mean fuck whoever you want.
You're a strategical prostitute.
No,
Let's not
dating
judge.
doesn't always have to mean a sexual relationship with multiple people.
But nobody said sex. They just said dating. Why you bring
Isn't that
sex
what
into this?
prostitution means?
Yeah, you
Pay
right.
for
I'm sorry.
sex?
That right.
Okay, cool, but
Dinner for sex?
That's what's happening. Dinner for sex, trips for sex, shopping for sex.
I got a question for Rico. Rico, do you think that a man could find a woman who wants him for his money and she's faithful?
Wait, say it again. A man can
Do
find
you
a
think
woman?
that a man could find a woman who wants him for his money and she's faithful?
Of course, that's regular.
Mm.
A woman
depends.
a woman is faithful to a man with money as long as he keeps that money.
The
Nah, but
woman
what-
is going to stay in that
but
relationship
what if her
for the
sexual needs
money.
are different? What if her sexual needs
But
are
if she
different?
finds somebody else that fucks better than you,
It doesn't matter.
Then
That's not
she-
gonna happen. So that does happen.
Nah,
but
What?
what I'm saying is there's also a large majority of women who are miserable in mansions that aren't cheating because they've already dedicated. Listen,
But maybe their sexual needs aren't like other people's.
Yeah.
They probably like, I don't need
But I'm
sex,
saying,
cool, whatever. Like,
you know how many
she
women
might
are
have
miserable?
sex toys at home and just be like, I'm good with this.
And they're gonna figure it out. Just like, let me ask you this question: Will a man stay with a girl who is a rich, successful woman and be faithful to her? Some men would. Because, and especially think about how much time that has to lapse.
Faithful? Like he don't smash nothing?
He don't smash nothing.
Oh, absolutely not.
I know there's
Rico, absolutely not.
there's dudes that are faithful.
this is a delusional
Look,
man.
No.
He uses
Absolutely
his money
not.
for power.
There's dudes.
Rico, there's no
No,
way.
wait, hey, listen, right? There's dudes who are faithful to women because they have nothing going for themselves just to live with them.
Rico, I'm gonna just
Just
say.
to-
No. I'm gonna say.
Bro,
I'm gonna say
and
this.
those
There are broke
same
men today.
men
There are broke men
cheat.
today.
Nah,
No, there are
Rico,
broke men today who are not cheating because they have no
Nah.
other way
No.
out.
Can I just say
I promise
something?
you.
I look at it like I look at it this way. Before I say, Fisherman, thank you, sent us $1.99. We appreciate it so much. We are so grateful. Dating was never mentioned in the Bible. As damn sure was not. I don't think it was.
Courting.
Courting is like dating. All right. I don't want to get biblical because
Yeah, I
want no
still
problems
don't
with
even
all of
understand the
that.
definition of courting. I don't even like
I
the
don't
word
want no problems with
anymore.
all of that. But listen,
We actually had an episode.
I don't even like the word
Rico,
anymore.
what I'm gonna say to you, and just tell me if you agree or disagree, Bobby, Amanda.
Oh,
Well, Amanda, not you, because you're not a guy, but this
I
is for
will
the
say
fellas.
Whatever I want anyway.
A man will reduce his hours of what he's out there doing with a rich woman so he doesn't get messed up, and a woman too. So meaning that if she has money and she's feeding him money, he's not gonna go take a girl, he's gonna take on full-time side girlfriend or whatever it is. But he may be like, yo, I'll just meet you for a couple hours, we hang out. He's not gonna just stay unhappy.
You know there are smart, weak people? Do you know that exists?
What does that mean?
A smart, weak person. They're smart enough to know what they have and weak enough to submit to what they can get. So if I know I can't get anything else and I'm living in a mansion, and depending on how big this jump is, if I was in the projects and now I got somebody who's treating me to a great life, or if I was in somebody in a rundown apartment with a tough life, I'm not going to ruin that life. Depending on how much, how many obstacles I had. I will value certain things so much, I'm not doing anything to ruin it. That's why you got girls that are miserable with rich people because they don't step out. And you got guys who could be miserable with it, you know what I'm saying?
I think that would be
seen it all.
tough.
I've seen it all.
This is how I think it goes.
Yeah,
I
break
think
it down.
that they're in a relationship with the person that can provide the better life,
Facts.
but they're not really in love with them. They're not really like into them like that.
love with
the
So they
lifestyle.
are gonna have the sex or be doing the side work with whoever they are really interested in. but they still go back to that relationship for security.
So the thing about it is, right? You guys heard of the
How many guys grabbed a girl who knew nothing and then completely makes them oblivious to everything in the entire world, but they give them all these nice lavish things?
No, but Rico,
Those women don't step out.
Guru.
Those women do not step out.
Bro,
He's
if
crazy,
you're
right?
solely
If you
staying
keep-
in
if
a
you
re-
keep
if
them
you
blind-
are
if
solely
you keep them
staying in a
blind, they
relationship
won't go
because
nowhere.
of the
Rico,
money
all
and
right.
because of what they have
All
to
right.
offer, you
You've
are
heard-
cheating.
you've
You are
heard-
cheating.
You are cheating.
You are. I don't cheat.
You are cheating.
you've heard of these dudes, right? And they got all this money. And who does the girl sleep with? The pool guy.
The pool guy.
Who does the girl sleep with? The
landscaper.
trainer. Who does the girl sleep with? The landscaper.
Dang.
Because that's small little blocks of hour. They can't invest it and expand it. But look, they're
When
gonna
you don't
get
know
theirs.
better, you don't search for better, Alan.
No, but
Is it the profession or the person?
no, but what I'm asking Rico is this. What we're talking about is if Rico, not you per se, but let's just say if someone like you or like you had a woman, and this is a reality. Everybody think this shit ain't real. You had somebody from the Walmart family, one of them granddaughters, they kept that money, and she's tricking off heavy on you. I'm talking about she's giving you $200,000-300,000 like money, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna be gone. I'm in Spain for the month. What you at home doing for the month?
It's different when you talk about Rico, because Rico has options. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about there are people who don't have options. There are people who lack secure.
Everybody has options, but everybody don't want to risk their options.
Some people, yeah, because their options isn't
People
worth
have
the
more options
reward.
than others too.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Difference. You know what
Some
I'm saying?
people
Like,
are so
it's not
insecure
easy
with
being me.
themselves that they're gonna
There's
take
a lot of
whatever they're
Speak
options.
on
gonna
it.
get.
Wait.
Go ahead.
He about to talk his shit. All right, he about to talk his shit. Go ahead.
Nah, it's just like, you know,
How do you deal with temptation? Real shit. Like,
Damn.
we got 5 minutes, but we could stretch it to 10 minutes.
How do you deal with
We could
temptation?
stretch it to 20
this
minutes.
is how I deal with temptation.
How
This is how I
do
deal with
you
temptation.
deal with temptation?
Me being a man with a woman,
I ain't answering that.
I
Right.
explain to her that there's
Feed the fish.
temptation.
Don't come over here.
You talk to her.
I say to her, I said, look at my DM. I want you to see how hot I am.
Right. On fire.
Because you gotta do,
Keep
you
this
gotta,
shit up.
you gotta play your position and do what you're supposed to do to make sure I'm good. Because
sound
there are a
good.
lot of options out here.
Okay. And
That's
how do you deal
that's
with
how
it?
I handle it.
Do you reply to
Bro,
any of that
you-
temptation?
You can ask anybody around me. Shout out to Jeff the Dunn. They're out
Big
there.
Jeff.
And
Oh, is
you,
he
know,
yet?
you know how
Alright.
people say if you put yourself in a fire, you know what I'm saying? And like you have to remove yourself from certain places so that the temptation doesn't overwhelm you.
Yo.
But I'm in an industry where it's
You're constantly tempted.
it's constantly, I don't want to say I'm constantly tempted, it's constantly around me.
Present.
But I keep it at a distance. That's a gift. It's a talent. And that balance where it comes back.
It took trial and error.
Because
for
you
that.
can sit there and be like, okay, I see her, she's walking in right now and she's staring at me crazy. Just keep her away from me. Tell her not to come to the booth. I need security at the booth at all times. I don't want nobody coming to talk to me, nobody bothering me.
'Cause I really like her.
And guess what? When the show's over, I'm out. I'm not hanging around. Because I don't want the temptation to be around me. And that's it. Like, you know, and there's times that it is around me. And you know, I've been in a club, a girl straight up grabbed my crotch while I'm walking through the club, I don't even know her. Girl licked me in my face, all types of crap. I'm like, damn, she bad as hell, but she's crazy. And that's me also not being thirsty.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, all right, she bad as hell, but
what does
I
that
got
come
something
from?
good at
That's
home.
experience.
Disgusting.
Wait,
Not thirsty, your
Does that come
experience.
from you being faithful?
It's faithfulness.
So you're
faithfulness.
being faithful. This is a job.
Yeah, because
being
I'm
faithful
like,
is a job.
if I'm happy,
If you're happy, being faithful is not a job.
Wait,
I don't want to mess
Avoiding
up. I
the
don't wanna-
temptation is being faithful.
I don't want to mess up something good.
for you.
wait, hold on. I got a question.
What's
for
that 80-20 rule?
Okay.
There's an 80-20 rule. On the Tyler Perry movie, he said, is, you know, you're never going to get 100%.
That's why you need both. I'm just playing.
I love that.
But-
so 80%, why would you risk 80% for 20?
Let me ask you this question.
And it might be 20, might be 40, might be
Wait,
be
Bobby
10.
Trent. That was
I
very
heard that before.
poetic.
Which movie
Very
was that?
That was
poetic.
very
Very
poetic.
poetic.
Very
Look,
poetic.
Bobby, I call you
That was
Bobby.
very poetic.
Bobby, are we cool enough where I can call you Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby's cool.
All right, Bobby, my man.
Feel me?
All right, so look, right? Let me ask you this question. I'm gonna take the same question, but I'm gonna just add a little twist to it. Because what I feel like you're talking about is somebody who's been experiencing something for a long time. How do you dodge temptation when it's the first time that you're getting this overwhelming amount of temptation?
How do you dodge it?
Yeah,
You just
like-
leave.
Well, you know what I'm
You don't
saying?
think
Like,
you should indulge?
Like, how do you? So you're telling me you never fell a victim to temptation when you first started getting your
Definitely.
first buzz?
I've definitely felt victim.
Okay.
But I also didn't experience as much as I
Experienced
since
now.
I experienced more, so I know how to control
Maneuver it.
myself.
Yeah.
So
You
it
know what
grew
I'm saying? Like,
more over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Experience.
just, it comes with experience. And
Amanda, how do you deal with temptation?
Just duck.
You just duck?
Don't look at me.
look,
And then he
Look
Amanda,
at me.
Amanda,
Not
right
answering.
here.
Amanda, if we go right now,
No
if 8 at the
answering?
table go right now, and Bobby Trans holds your phone, and Rico asks that camera to zoom in into your DMs, how much temptation do you have?
Okay, first of all,
Not that much.
I don't answer DMs. DMs is like, you could try to talk to me in DMs and I won't respond to you. DMs is nothing. You can go through my anybody could go through my DMs. Like, I don't care
You
about
don't
that.
even bother with it.
No.
so let me ask you something. In the DM, right? Do you open it and look
I
at the
do
person?
open it because
to see who
I
the
don't-
person is?
I'm very like OCD. I don't like to see that I have any messages.
No. I'm
Hey,
not
them
talking
shit's
about
right
opening
up
the
there.
message. I'm talking about going to the person's profile,
See what they
and
look
seeing
like.
what they're about, what they look like, what they got.
Keep it 100.
Yes.
No, yeah, I do. I do
No,
go
yeah,
to
no, yeah, or yeah, nah, or no, or yes.
Okay,
No,
hold
yeah,
on, because
yeah,
you're
nah.
confusing me.
No, yeah, nah. Which one is it? No, yes.
No, yeah. No,
What?
yeah.
So you go to the person's page.
No, yeah, I would go to the person's page
Just say yes.
But for what? For what?
So you go through the
just to
person's
be,
page.
just to see who this is.
That's
And-
not-
She's a woman.
No,
You
but
just
no,
said you was ducking a
because
second ago. Now you're not ducking.
okay. So what I do
looking.
is I want to see where this person came from. So majority of the time they follow 8 at the table, and that's where they see that's where they find me.
You're just curious.
So if
What
I
if they're
go
attractive?
Where they came from?
yeah.
You're just curious about where they came from.
No, but even if they are
it.
attractive, there's no reason for me to respond because what I'm gonna respond and say, let's meet up.
Yo, stop it. Stop it. That was very nice. That was a nice try.
I want to read this.
No,
Rico, go ahead, go
What,
ahead.
what if the person? What if you're like, man, that person is super attractive, right? And they got all this and that and the other, and is very successful. And then you just say, all right, cool. And I know where they're from now. They came from the table, right? But now next week they hit you up,
Like, yo, what you doing, shorty?
and then you don't answer, and then next week they hit you up again, and then the week after that you have a fight with your man, and he hits you up again.
Girl, asteroid. But
She has a girlfriend.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
All right, so let's say it's a girl. What if it's a girl or a guy?
Each whoever.
it doesn't matter. To be honest, I don't respond to DMs. Even if I look at their profile, I do not respond.
never-
you'll
because
never
there's,
respond.
Because there's
Whatever.
no point in me responding.
Just-
the conversation will go
Zoom in on my
nowhere.
face real
We're
quick.
not going to be talking on a regular.
You see that?
Okay, I hope y'all zoomed in when I told y'all to zoom in on my eye roll and y'all zooming in on him.
All right,
okay?
look, just to back up, Amanda, I'm gonna say something. This is I could equate. I don't know if you would agree or Rico would agree with this. I would say that it's always been my opinion. Get what you want in life, so you don't want nothing else, right? My opinion is like I always really work really hard
want
to
something
buy
that
the car that I want, right?
again?
I always work really hard
Why?
to buy the car that I want. Like I'm a Range Rover type of person. I like Range Rovers. I just really do, right? And I've always bought Range Rovers for a long time. And the thing is, like, I love the Bentley truck, and if I bought one, I would enjoy it, but it doesn't do nothing for me because I got what I want,
Yeah.
right? But if I was driving something different, maybe I would be different. I think what Amanda is saying is like once you get what you want, then you might not answer those DMs.
Correct.
Can I read this? I'm just trying to save you because you're about to
that's
drop.
Go ahead,
sad.
go ahead.
I'm always saving you
I'm
because
gonna
Rico's
bat
about
that
to
down.
body you.
He can't body me. There's nothing Rico.
Because
can
Rico's about to
say.
body you, and I'm trying to
There's
save you.
Nothing. He
Bobby
can
tries
say
to look at
to-
that like, why are you saving this girl?
I'm scratching my head too.
Why you save her?
You're lucky.
All right.
You're lucky you're here
See, when
often.
you want to panel with guys.
Fatty
what y'all doing
said.
to me?
Live to see another
A
table.
bored woman will cheat on you with a man half your worth. That is number one cause of them cheating because they confuse security and stability with boredom. Boredom is a fucked up thing.
But that goes back to balance. Because
Now boredom is fucked up.
because no, the whole thing is that
Are you bored in your relationship?
no matter
Not
no
that you
matter,
would've-
But even if
no
you
matter
are,
how much
boredom
work-
doesn't last though.
no matter how
Does
much
it?
Boredom does last.
no matter how much
Yourself a
work
I don't
kid.
think so.
Won't last then.
no matter how much work it takes to make money,
Promise you.
you still have to find time to keep that person not bored. There's a balance.
How?
And if they're consistently bored, something's gonna happen.
Can I just say something? And I don't know if you're gonna agree with me because I'm gonna ask Rico how he deals with temptation, but I'm gonna ask you a question. Real shit. You seem very experienced. Very, very
He's a
experienced.
vet.
My opinion, and you could tell me different. I think a man should treat his woman, I'm talking about the woman that he loves, like a thotty.
Ooh, like that.
I think that a
I
man,
like that.
if you treat your woman like a thotty, not that she's a thought, she doesn't have to be a thought. She could be a fucking most angelic, happy woman in the world, and the most faith, everything. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that once you remove your woman off the pedestal of thottiness, you sort of put her on a pedestal and you lose her. Because I feel like women who are like thotty-ish get a lot of attention. And women love attention. So I think if a man is in love with his wife, his girl, he should always treat her like a little thotty. Because if you treat her like a little thotty, thotties can't get your attention.
Now I'm scratching my head.
So we gonna move that to a different conversation.
I'm just saying.
Listen, ladies, princess treatment only.
That's
Fuck
not
what
true.
he's
Do not
saying.
treat your woman like a princess.
Fuck what he's saying.
You don't want to keep.
Put a little bit of thought.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Okay,
I'm
in
gonna
the
tell men this
bedroom.
straight up. If
you
you
said in
want
the
to keep your
bedroom,
woman,
fine,
the
cool.
minute you separate your, all right, I'll give you an example that I use all the time. I used to say this to my friends coming up. Y'all go in the club, everybody popping bottles on all these girls. Then when you go to the club with your woman, you take her to the bar and you sit down conservative.
That sounds
You don't think that she want to be popping bottles? You don't think she want to be standing on couches? Don't you think she want to be jumping up with the DJ shouting her name out? She want the same excitement as a thotty. What do you do with a thotty?
Why is that
What do you do with a thotty? You fly her out.
That's not, no, it's not.
What I'm saying is, I know, Maria's telling me to wrap up. But what I'm saying is, like, look, if you take a trip, right? Let's say you in LA,
It's
or
basically treating her, you gotta treat her like she's brand new still.
facts.
So
Like-
you saying thotty, but you gotta treat her like she's.
What I'm saying is,
You gotta
like,
still date her.
if you in LA, all right,
I like that part.
That's
All right.
that's different words.
It's,
That is
I don't have a
crazy.
better.
That's different. Cause if you said that, I was like, okay.
You gotta treat her like it's still new.
We will.
You gotta treat her like that. That's some crazy, bro.
No, what I'm saying is this. Let's say you in LA, right? And you chilling. You in Cali. Your girl up here on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And you about to go to a party. Be like, yo, mommy, what's up? Yo, I want to fly you out. Come fuck with me for the night.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fly you out in the morning.
Nice.
You only would do that for a thotty.
Nah.
Right? But you would only do that for a thotty because you bored as hell for the night. You need somebody in the bed for that night. Instead of getting somebody in the bed, get your woman. Be like, yo, I'm about to fly you out. She's like, oh my God, I got to take.
And you gotta go back home because I gotta get back to work.
Yo,
Yeah.
hey,
And no, you gotta be on the flight.
that's not realistic.
Nah, bro.
You don't wanna stay.
You
You
land
gotta
at
go back
8.
home because you gotta
No,
go to
it's
work.
not
She can stay in the house because you gotta go to work.
Listen, you
What I
fly.
say
This is your
realistic
real
then.
woman. No, Rico, listen to this. This is your real woman. You fly, I'm not gonna say LA because LA's kind of far. Let's say Miami. You in Miami, it's 3 p.m. I'm like, yo, mommy, I'm about to fly you out.
Boston's
She's like,
great.
excuse me, I'm gonna fly you out. I'm gonna fly you out. Your flight is at 5. Get to the airport.
She gotta want to be treated like that.
She's
though.
gonna fly in, then you put her on the flight back at midnight or 1 in the morning.
That's
And you know
not my
that-
girl though.
That's your girl.
If it's my girl, we're most likely gonna go
If that's-
together.
No, but if that's your girl, why you
I was
flying
already
right
bringing
back?
her with me.
Because you gotta keep
I've done
that
this.
edge.
I've done
Go
this.
ahead.
To
I've
a-
done this. I flew her in.
That
and
was
then
your girl?
And yeah, my ex-wife. So I flew her in and I told her and I said, look, I said, I'm gonna be very busy this week. Come in and I have time for you here, here, and here.
You will always keep your woman.
And then after that,
He said ex-wife.
no, this is my ex-wife,
By the way.
No, you know why? Because she couldn't handle
The pressure.
now me telling her she had to fly back.
Nah, she gotta fly
She want to
back.
stay. And I was like, yo, I said, I told you that
That's
this
she loves him. She don't want to go.
No, Rico,
told you this
no.
what
We
it
getting
was.
off. You gotta say what you gotta say. That's the woman he wanted, but that's not the woman
He needed.
All right, guys, we're about to sign off. The last question for the day, Fatty. Thank you, 5 euros. If a man works his butt off to provide and gives you security, you will get bored.
If he's working
You
all
will
the
get
time,
bored.
maybe.
Security is the absence of risk, aka boredom for women.
Gotta balance that, man.
I'm
That's why
telling
she
you,
gotta have a job.
Balance is key.
she gotta have a job.
We
but I'm
both gonna
telling
be
you,
outside during the day.
I don't give a fuck what it is. Figure
Yo.
something
Or a
out.
hobby.
No, you need a hobby that pays
All right,
respect to the job.
Rico, on a sign off, I'm just gonna tell you my opinion, Amanda, in my opinion, if you with a woman and you've been with a woman for a while and you're thinking about getting a side girl, think about everything you're gonna do with your side girl and do it with her.
It's not the same.
That's fire.
You need the thrill.
Yo,
I was doing it. I did that. I didn't even know I was doing it. I'll get back to it.
Everything you gonna do with your side girl, cause yo, look, however you gonna treat your side girl, you gotta remember, if your girl find out you got a side girl, she might leave you, she might not. It don't even matter. That's not even the point. But she's gonna feel that she's competing with somebody. Make her compete with herself.
Alan, I said this. Every guy loves their side chick. That's it.
All right, we
love
signed
her.
it
I'm
off.
doing
We
what I
signed it off,
want.
guys. Listen, everybody. I don't think everybody understand how grateful we are for you guys tuning in for 8 at the Table. We're doing 8 at the Table live. Listen, everybody, we have a new episode every Thursday. I'm gonna let them close it out. We have a new episode every Thursday on YouTube from season 4 all the way till the middle of February. So make sure you guys
Shout out
tune
my
in.
Aquariuses.
All right, we got a new episode. This episode, I think that's coming out this Thursday. We had a sex therapist come in.
Yeah.
Remember the sex therapist girl?
See what I'm saying, man? I'm saying?
And she kind of like
That
went.
episode was everything.
We had a sex therapist come in. That's coming out this Thursday.
That's fine.
Then we had questions. So we have a new episode every Thursday. We want to say thank
Every
you
Thursday.
so much to Bobby Trends for coming out.
Appreciate
so
you, DJ Bobby Trends.
you're gonna
Shake
tell
the
everybody
block.
how you shaking the block. Talk to the people.
Everywhere where I take the blood.
Right here. No, this is you.
So hit me on Instagram, all social media, at DJ Bobby Trends. I'm on the radio at Hot 97 every Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can catch me there. But most importantly, social media to tell you where I'm at. I'm in nightclubs every night. We got a lot going on. Shake the Block music is here. We got artists coming. There's a lot about to happen.
It's lit.
Yo, I got good energy from your vlog, yo.
Thank you.
No, I saw it. I was like,
The vlogs are coming back too.
I said, yo.
More vlogs coming.
Yeah,
Matter
but I
of
saw
fact-
the one, I guess the one you just put out with your artists.
Okay.
When you guys
Yeah,
came to Newark Airport in a
Yeah.
Ferrari or
You
something.
guys are gonna be in the vlog. So my next vlog,
Okay.
I'm reintroducing. Taste of the Is.
All right.
I'm reintroducing the vlogs. So
It's dope, yo.
Day in the life.
It's fire.
This Rico Hundo, you know what I'm
You
saying?
guys
We
started-
shaking
you
the
guys figured
table
it out.
out here.
It's crazy. I saw it. So I feel the energy. I've been around a lot of people, like just good energy.
Yeah.
Can you close us out? Look, this is what acting school gets you. Everybody look, this is what well, Rico, she's gonna close it out. You gonna say something before we close out?
Nope, let her close it.
All right, go ahead.
Thanks, guys, for watching this episode of 8 at the Table. Every episode comes out every Thursday. We appreciate all the support. Like, comment, subscribe. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat. Are we on Snapchat?
We are.
We are on
We're not
Snapchat, TikTok. Listen, we're an independent production, and we just appreciate all the love, all the support. So keep tuning in.
That was nice.